Alright, hello, welcome to another episode of the Manchester United Career Mode. This will be the Season 1 finale of this particular career mode. So get your snacks, get your drinks, get everything you need, and sit down, settle in for some good old-fashioned Manchester United career mode action. So, where we're at, that's a good question. Where we're at, I don't want to talk about it in too much depth because I'm very upset about where we're at, but taking a look at last episode, I think reality hit a little bit. I can't lie. I think reality kind of came to the fore in the end, and we kicked off the episode against Sparta Prague in the first leg of the Europa League semi-finals with a loss, which I mean, not great, but it is what it is. We can't win them all, and unfortunately, we couldn't win that one. We then went on to beat Fulham 3-1 at Craven Cottage, which wasn't too bad. And then you look at the next page. Yeah, Sparta Prague, for some reason, are the best team in the Europa League ever. And they ended up being us 8-6 on aggregate to advance to the final. So we're now out of the Europa League. And then we have Chelsea, who we lost to at the end of last episode as well. They were just better than us, quite frankly. Just simply better. And they outclassed us. So we lost 3-0 at Old Trafford. So Chelsea did the double on us this season. So fair play to them. Although we did knock them out in the FA Cup. And that is a part of today as well. Well, I just woke up. How are we? Oh, I'm exhausted, man. I am exhausted. But what a show it was. For anyone who obviously didn't watch, Royal Rumble was last night. And it was brilliant for the most part anyway, at least. But I'm still recovering. So hopefully I'm not sounding too hungover. I'm trying to sound not too hungover. So hopefully I don't. But today we'll end Season 1 with Nottingham Forest at Old Trafford. And then, probably the most important game, the game I'll focus on the most, the FA Cup final against Manchester City at Wembley. That will be the big boy game. And then we've got away at Everton at Goodison Park before we finish off the season, back in front of our own fans at Old Trafford against Crystal Palace. Now, taking a look at where we are in the Premier League, there's going to be no miracles performed, unfortunately. We've had a bit of a stinker when it comes to league. We aren't going to get top four, I think, now is the understanding. We physically are unable to. We fucked it up, to be honest. But that's something to build on next year. It does mean no Champions League for Season 2, which something I'm not really too happy about, but at the same time, it means more about the rebuild. It just means we need a bit more in this team. The rebuild needs to continue, and we need to find a way to get top four, maybe even higher next season, or at least win the Europa League. Because top four probably should have been it this season, and it ain't going to happen now, unfortunately. But it is what it is sometimes. Football's a cruel world, and we're just living in it. So 3 more league games to see out today, plus the FA Cup final. And after that, obviously, we shall... We'll go in the depth a little bit with the season in all its entirety, like player stats. We'll check out the other leagues. We'll just check over everything, give it a good old send-off for Season 1. And then on Tuesday, we will commence Season 2, and we'll be prepared and ready to go, hopefully, with some new signings. So if you've got any signing ideas, any transfer ideas, leave them in the comments in the Twitch chat, leave them in the comments of the YouTube video. And I will at the very least, I'll take a look at them. I'll take a look at all signings suggested. Whether I go for them is a different matter, because I want to keep it somewhat realistic. If we're Europa League again, we can't go for the top players, because we're not in the top competition, if that makes sense. We're going to have to try maybe set our sights down a little bit and try and find players that would want to come here and that would fit here, rather than going for the superstars like an Mbappe or a maybe a Valverde is probably out of our reach right now, or maybe, hell, even a Donnarumma, something like that. Just players at mad, ridiculous ratings, players at a top superstar level, probably out of our reach right now, but it doesn't mean they're out of our reach forever. So taking a look at the news at the end of the last episode, Chelsea triumph over Manchester United. 2 of the teams fighting to get to the top of the table met, and it was Chelsea who emerged victorious against Manchester United. They stopped our top 4 run, which really didn't have any legs anyway towards the end of the season, and they'll hope the win will be a springboard to get off a run of form in order to close the gap at the top. Chelsea could be a late title contender, I don't think they'll do it, but they could be going for it. If Man City and Liverpool mess up, it's maybe on for a little title race there. We'll check the table, obviously, at the end of the season. Mount nets in Chelsea's 3-0 win over Manchester United as well. Mason Mount scored past us. I said Mason Mount wouldn't ever score past me. He has now, so we don't have to worry about that. We'd have to worry about it happening again. And he helped Chelsea beat us 3-0. And in the end, our unbeaten run has come to an end. I believe it was 9 games or 10 games. We went with wins or draws. Hell of a run of form, which might have got us back into the top 4, but everyone else is just doing great as well. So it never happened, and we will probably finish 6th, but there is a chance we can finish 5th. No team of the week players for us, understandable. We did lose 3-0, so it makes a lot of sense. And then we kick off today as well. We'll do this in a moment against Nottingham Forest, who we drew to last time. They really fought us for the draw last time, and we need to go one better. We need to go one better this time. I would absolutely be upset if we do not get the result there. So, of course, in the standings as well, this is how it looks. We are just 3 points behind Newcastle. I would love to snatch that 5th spot off them, but it is going to be a task. It's going to be a challenge. We're going to have to rely on other teams around us. Who did Newcastle have? Newcastle got Wolves, who could be a banana skin for them, maybe. Possibly not, though. They've got Spurs, who definitely could be a banana skin for them, and they've got Nottingham Forest as well. So probably not going to be 5th this season, but we'll go for it anyway and see what we can do in this episode. But the most important thing, in my opinion, the most important part of this episode is this particular battle here for the FA Cup. It is the final Manchester derby against Manchester City. Before we go into that, I will give you guys a little lowdown on the road to the final for both teams, and we will hopefully come out on top. But if we don't, it's another lesson learned and another bridge to cross for Season 2. So without any further ado, we're going to go into it. We'll get our squad picked for the Nottingham Forest game. We're going to go a bit rotational, obviously, because of the FA Cup final coming up. And still some players are kind of tired, so I don't know how rotational we can really be allowed to go. So De Gea will obviously be in goal. There's no chance of him touching Henderson with the barge pole after his antics in the Europa League. Malacia is going to stay because Shaw's tired. Varane comes out for Lindelof. Dalot. I'd like to start on Bissaka, but he's tired as well. There's a lot of tiredness at this club. I think we just kind of have to go with some of the big boys here. Do we give Fred a run out? I suppose, right? Fred will come on. Not at right wing. I love the cursor sometimes. Anthony. Up to here. Abraham, Sancho, Fernandes, Fred. Kvaratskhelia can't run out. Why not? And Sheshko, if he's not tired, will get a place. He will. He's never tired because he never plays. We'll save Rashford for the FA Cup final. And I reckon that's how we go. I think I need someone better than Van de Beek on the bench. And it is going to be Eriksen. But we're also going to have Shabalala sit on the bench as well, just to give him a bit of a cameo today at some point, probably too. So take a look at the side. That's how it is. We just gave Fernandes the armband. We've got De Gea in goal, Malacia and Dalot as the fullbacks, Martinez and Lindelof as the centre-backs, Casemiro, CDM, Fernandes, Cam and captain alongside, well, I guess centre-mid and captain alongside Fred, Kvaratskhelia off the left, Anthony off the right, and then Benjamin Sesko will get a chance to prove what he's all about once again as he starts in striker for us. So their squad's quite decent, but I can also kind of see why they're going down. If they go down, there may be an argument that we could go for Brennan Johnson. But I don't know. We're not going to bring Lingard back. As fun as that would be, we're not going to bring Lingard back. But Brennan Johnson might be on the cards. So keep an eye on the relegated teams as well and see what talent they've got that we could potentially poach. I was going to say Tony from Brentford, and I realised and remembered he started he started Brentford obviously and moved to Monaco in the summer, so he won't be available. But we'll take a look at what talents are available potentially from the relegated teams. That might be a move to make. But taking a look then, we are at Old Trafford. We're against Nottingham Forest. Without further ado, with a little bit further ado, because I kind of want to see who else is playing at the same time. The Newcastle match is the one I want on, the only one I want on. The others don't really matter to me. Just the Newcastle one, please. And we'll get into it. Hopefully Wolves can do us a solid. Hopefully we can do ourselves a solid and beat Nottingham Forest. But again, we've really crumbled come the end of the season. We could have had top 4 Europa League, a Europa League final, obviously Europa League win, and an FA Cup win. Now we're going to get one out of those 3 things. It's a bit of a fall from grace, but it doesn't mean that we give up. Oh, I got a lot of water to try and help my head. I don't know how much it will actually help, but we've got it anyway. Right. Well, Forest have shocked us before, taken points off us before, so by no means am I looking at this as an easy match. But at the same time, we have to be beating Forest, surely. They're in the relegation zone at the moment, I believe. And we're going to try and push for 5th. Obviously 4th out of reach. But 5th gives... I mean, it's the same reward as what we'd get if we win the FA Cup. But we need to push for Europa League in case we don't win the FA Cup, which could happen. I'd hate to end the season without a trophy at all, but if I'm being realistic, that could be a thing. I don't know how they managed to sign Holovine, but fair enough. Nottingham Forest, they signed everybody, so I'm not surprised. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get into it. Hopefully, start off today with a win and continue winning throughout the whole stream, but I can't lie, I'm not fully confident in the FA Cup final. The other ones, maybe. This one, potentially. But the FA Cup final, obviously, is the main event of today, even though it's going to be the second match. Obviously, I'd like to win that. It'd be great to win that. It means guaranteed Europa League, which we still have to try and qualify for. That'd be great. Early shots. Stinging the hands of Aguilar in the Forest net from Bruno Fernandes that time on that occasion. And he will swing a ball in for, hopefully, Sesko, but goodness knows where it's going to end up. Bruno Fernandes to deliver this towards, oh, it's towards Martinez, interesting. Cross it to the small guy, yeah. Anthony loses out of the header as well. Fred knocks it to Casemiro. He's done it before. He nearly did it again. Casemiro, the latest to test his luck. And it was tipped over for another corner. Bruno. Bit more on it this time to the same guy though, which is not what we wanted. Fred. Knocking it to Anthony. I don't know why he left the ball behind at first, but Aguilar's getting a good little workout here in the early minutes. Another corner. Haven't let Nottingham Forest out of their own half for a little while. We'll try the same thing again. Full power this time. Casemiro gonna try and knock it back to Fred, which he just about does. Anthony takes the ball in his stride. Anthony takes a shot, and it's another one. I mean, we could just sit here all game and keep getting corners, but we obviously don't want that. We want the goal. Anthony tried to get it to that right corner. I was aiming for the left-hand corner, to be fair, but it almost took the goalkeeper off guard. Bruno to deliver this once again towards Leicester. Anthony, it bounces awkwardly off his shoe. Fred, try to curl it towards that bottom left, but it never really had the curl because it was Fred shooting rather than someone like Anthony off that side. And Fred, of course, isn't as good at shooting as Anthony is. So it has gone quite far wide. Brennan Johnson, the target from the goal kick, who does win the header. And this could be a moment for Forest now. Good tackle. At least the ref says it's a good tackle. I thought it went for the back of him. Lisandro Martinez wins it. Now Anthony, a very key player this season. Can he provide again for this team? Casemiro to Fred. Try to get it to Bruno. Couldn't find the ball through. And Forest now on the move. I have absolutely no idea where Diogo Dalot is. There he is. Lindelof putting in the miles. Tracking in for Dalot. Oh, it could have been for Forest, but a great save from David De Gea. We allowed the striker through there. In the end, it nearly cost us, to to be honest with you. But ultimately, we got it away. I'd like to, well, I mean, I'd like to be Lindelof there, but I'm not going to ask for miracles. I just want to switch to the correct player, but I'm not going to ask for miracles. Brennan Johnson, the latest, with an effort. Slightly wide. I thought it got in, if I'm being truthful. I thought Brennan Johnson just put Forest up a goal at Old Trafford, but luckily, past the post of De Gea. I want it to be Lindelof to try and cut that whole situation out. And if it had switched me to Lindelof, I would have cut that whole situation out, but it didn't work out on that occasion. Diogo Dalot back in position now, thank you very much. Fred spots Anthony in space. Anthony has the better of most left backs in this league. He loses out to Toffolo on that occasion, but he has the best of most left backs in the league. So Anthony's not really a worry. Good interception by Lindelof. Dalot, I thought he was going to come in and tackle him. I was like, wait, what? Fred into Bruno. Got it, Scalia. Malassi can make an overlapping run. He's doing exactly that. Malassi going to try and find Šeško. He's actually locked onto Anthony instead. It's a great ball in. It's just Anthony's not tall enough. I would liked it, preferred it to go onto Šeško's head because he is very tall. At least taller. Forrest can find a way through, but not on that occasion. Lindelof out-strengthened Konate. Now Fred. Anthony's gagging for it. He gets it. Šeško on one more to Bruno Fernandes. And it's another save. Oh my god, this is going to do my head in if we draw 0-0, by the way. Good movement again. Good play. But once again, Aguilar equal to it. Very much like a goal. Very much feel like we deserve one. They've only had the one chance, really, and that was the one where their striker was through and De Gea saved it. I can't remember who got up top, to be honest. But in the end, it's now us again in their half. Bruno towards Martinez. It's away as far as Fred. Back into Licha. Kvaratskhelia from range is blocked. Can McTominay win it back? Or Šeško, sorry, win it back. McTominay's on the pitch. Anthony. Oh, it's another great save. And it'll be yet another corner. That was a bit of a strike from Anthony, though. And now Anthony will be on the other corner because we like the outswingers rather than the in-swingers in terms of corners. I prefer them going away from the goalkeeper. Anthony. Who's he going to look for here? Licha as well. But it's better from this side. Oh, good save from Aguilar. Not enough on the header from Martinez. And it, in the end, quite a comfortable save, but it's still to be made. Casemiro knocking it all the way back to Dalot. And we'll have the ball again. We'll have to go again here. Penalty for Newcastle in the Wolves game. And it was a goal from Newcastle from that penalty. Dalot spots Kvaratskhelia. Oh, I was trying to lay it off to Bruno, man. Couldn't quite do it in time. And Forrest will get away. I don't know why it's committed Martinez like that. That's really messed me up. Konate now for Forrest. Try to find a way through here. Somehow. Ball in the middle. It's dealt with by Lindelof. Just about. It was meant to go to Fred, but don't let the facts get away with a good story. Malassi will try and keep that in from going for a corner. He does well. And we'll get it away, hopefully. I mean, Forrest, it's not like they're not threatening. It's just we're more threatening. And I feel like the goals should come for us soon, to be honest. Although Kvaratskhelia is passing it past Šeško rather than to the big man. That doesn't help, if I'm being honest. Malassi closes down Brennan Johnson, but it'll be a throw-in to Forrest. I mean, maybe Sancho should have the start today, but Kvaratskhelia, I feel like, hasn't had one in a while. He may have started that last game in the last episode, but I don't remember, honestly, quite frankly. At the near post, De Gea has to make another stop. It was a good ball in. Lindelof not tracking too well. I mean, Lindelof kind of committed. Martinez, I don't know, I kind of had to pick up the pieces. Couldn't get across in time, and in the end, it's a save from Dave. And a corner for Forrest. First corner of the match for the opponents, I believe. Might be the second, actually, I don't remember. Either way, De Gea pulls out a save, or, well, catches it, and we can go on the counter now. Got it, Scalia. To Bruno, hopefully. It just about makes it through to number 8. Fred. Anthony. Dalot. Into Šeško. Just needs to turn his man. Oh, couldn't quite. It was Kvaratskhelia instead of Šeško as well. Doesn't matter too much about the situation. in the end. Casemiro, try to win it back. Wolves have equalised by the sounds of it. One apiece at the Molyneux. We need to fucking find a goal here. We're not doing our jobs to try and get to that 5th spot. Šeško, got it, Scalia. Back to Šeško. You have to remember it is a little rotate today because the FA Cup finals on the horizon. But Anthony! Oh, come on! This keeper's on summon. This keeper's got to be on summon, man. Anthony. Gonna try and whack it. Probably whack another ball to the middle, to be honest. It causes chaos at the very least if it doesn't cause a goal. Anthony. Towards Casemiro. Knocks it down to Dalot. It's going to come back to Benjamin Šeško. And there's the breakthrough. And by God, do we deserve it. A bit of a scramble. A bit of luck off the corners. But like I said, nothing less than we deserve. A 1-0 lead heading into half-time. That's a sucker punch from Nottingham Forest if ever I saw one. It's headed down by Casemiro into the path of Diogo Dalot. I can't tell if it was a deflection or a save. In the end, it falls to Benjamin Šeško. There's an open net to header into. Excuse me if you heard that. I apologise. A bit of a burp. But yes, Benjamin Šeško bags. He's not been great, but 4 goals in 5 matches. I mean, he's not been bad either. It's just he seems to be a bit off the boil. I can't wait for next season. Potentially a loan spell for him. Might do a trick. He's been kind of thrust into the limelight a bit this season with the Anthony Martial injury. But I'm happy to play him, honestly. But we're looking for a bit more next year, I reckon. I know he's got 4 and 5 in the Premier League, but all over the place in the Europa League. And that was the last shot of the half, probably from Forest. Manuel Dennis trying his luck from range. And in the end, it is half-time, and we have the lead. Albeit a very slender lead, but we absolutely deserve it. Benjamin Šeško with the lead for Manchester United. Just about scrambling it in. Bit of a scramble. Casemiro knocking it down to Dalot. And his shot rebounded into the path of Šeško, who all he had to do was header it into an empty net. And quite frankly, he did. So that's something, at least. Take a look around the grounds then. Wolves drawing 1-1 with Newcastle. Manchester City leading Bournemouth 2-0. Fulham holding Liverpool at the moment. It's 1-1 at Craven Cottage. And Everton lead Brighton 2-0. I think Everton will probably just about make it out of the relegation zone now, which fair play to them. But looking at the stats at half-time, probably a bit more in our favour than Forest, I would say. 58-42 in terms of possession. 12 shots to 6. And 2.5 expected goals to 1.1. Alright, so I think we don't change anything just now, although we do need to rotate at some point. We leave it just now and we'll go to the second half. I think maybe Šeško gets a full 90, you know, because I probably won't use him in the FA Cup final, let's be realistic. 45 more minutes to come. Dalot with a foot in, and that'll go for a corner, I believe. Straight out the second half. We're on the back foot. Corner to Forest. Here's the goal again for anyone interested. Easy finish in the end. He had to just finish into an open net, but a goal's a goal. I don't care how it comes. I want to end well this season, even if we've not had a great season in its entirety. I want to have a good end to it, and hopefully some silverware to take with us into season 2, but I won't bet on it. It is City. They'll be going their full lineup. We will be panicking. Not enough on the shot. Lindelof putting enough pressure on him to ensure that he doesn't have a fantastic shot on goal there. Malacia to Fernandes. Kvaratskhelia. Šeško. Turns his man. Takes a shot on. Oh, Benjamin Šeško. Is he coming good? Is he coming good? Turns the defender inside out. That's a fantastic finish. Past Aguilar, who can't reach it. Is this Benjamin Šeško coming good though? If so, good. 5 and 5 for the Czech. And it is 2-0 to Manchester United. Straight out the second half. That's probably not what Forest wanted, but it's what Forest have. I'm trying to play it through my defence, and they're doing quite well with it. I'm trying to close it down where I can, but I'm just getting these little passes through. And it's working for him. Dallo out to Anthony. I think anyone makes way. It's probably Anthony. We need him for the final. Šeško could be on for the hat-trick. Šeško is on for the hat-trick. Don't know why he shot it from there, but wins it back. Newcastle lead at Wolves. Alexander Isak finding a second for Newcastle. Oh my god. I think 6 might be what we have to settle for. Šeško in between there. Fernandez to Anthony. We could get all the goal difference in the world. It won't matter based on points. We do already have a much better goal difference in Newcastle. We've scored a lot more. And we conceded a little more, I think. Fred. Bruno. Oh, it's a saving from Aguilar. I think we make the changes now. We don't really need to do too much because we're already 2 up. We're just going to bring Ericsson on. Shabalala can have a run out as well, actually. Fuck it, why not, innit? Before, hopefully, his loan goes through. We haven't heard back from that yet. I've messed up the players here, just bear with me. I had a bit of a disaster here. We're going to go defensive as well, so I'll move all the players around again. Šeško's quite tired, but yeah, we'll bring on Abraham, actually. And Sancho off the right. And Kvaratskhelia off the left is fine. I'm actually going to have Fred on for a little bit longer. Yes, I am. I was thinking of bringing him off just now, but I'll have him on a little bit longer. And bring on some energy. I'll keep the energy on, I should say. He does bring energy to the field. Now, after these substitutions, we're going to go defensive, like I said. Hopefully it doesn't arse up all my moves that I've just made. Holovine coming on as well for Kanate. On the left for Forest, probably, presumably. Double substitution, Benjamin Šeško, bringing him off. I know he's on a hat-trick, but he's exhausted. And we don't want to tire everyone out. I don't know what Benjamin Šeško's recovery's like. What I do know is we're going to go defensive. Hopefully it doesn't switch around on my players. And it has. See, this is what you have to watch out for. Stupid shit like this. No, I don't want Sancho in striker. What do you think I am? Mental. No. Yeah, I mean, yes, he is the right centre mid, but I want to swap him and Fred around. Have him push forward a little bit, obviously. And then we're all happy. As happy as Larry. Or as happy as Larry might be. Corner now anyway. Jadon Sancho, the deliverer. Towards Licha. Oh, it's straight at Aguilar, but he still had to save it. And we'll win a cheap throw in there. Panic from Forest there. Shabalala on to Dallo, who is offside. He was meant to go to the guy who took the throw in, to be honest. But lost to Dallo. Who's it who took the throw? Is it Sancho? I mean, is that offside? I don't actually think it is. Maybe his knee. It's probably his knee that's ruled him offside there rather than his foot. But what can you do sometimes? Sometimes your knee gets in the way of life. Martinez somehow wins that. Tammy Abraham. The cheat code is on. Shabalala. Oh, couldn't find a way through. As much as I don't want to loan Shabalala out just because of his pure cult hero, like, following he's got, I think we have to based on his overall. Fred. I was trying to get back to Fred from Shabalala, but it didn't occur, obviously. And now room on the right for Brennan Johnson. You don't want to leave room on the right for Brennan Johnson. They'll punish you. And away from Emmanuel Dennis, but not fully away by Manchester United. Golovin testing De Gea down near post. Nearly could have been back into the game there. Nottingham Forest. Toffolo now making way for Renan Lodi. But you got to question, why isn't he starting? To be fair, but he isn't, and he wasn't, and he didn't, and he wouldn't. Just headed away initially by Fred. I'm really hoping his batteries hold out because for some reason my other ones haven't charged. That's an issue. I think these batteries are more or less full though. Oh, decent attempt. I thought I blocked it, but I hadn't. I don't know where my other battery went. That's more my issue. Oh, there it is. Batteries are on charge. Hopefully they'll charge properly. Just on the off chance we need them. Fred with a tackle. So Jayling's going to put the ball in. There's a name from the past. He might go short with it again. Just watch out. He does. Brennan Johnson. The one to deal with going short. He's trying to get past Fred. He's not going to manage. And now a United counter-attack could be on here. Fred going to make a long burst-in run. And this is why we kept him on. Oh, good tackle. So someone would run with him, i.e. Sancho. Good interception by Casemiro. But it's for Galia into Shabalala. On to Tammy. Oh, just past the post from the Englishman. Could have been another assist for Shabalala. And another goal to add to Tammy Abraham's ever-growing scoring record. Signed anyway, not just yet. We're just finishing off the season and then we'll be in next summer. It'll probably be next episode I sign people. Rashford's younger than Tammy. It can't be by much, surely. I swear, I thought it was like... It might be... I thought Tammy was younger, honestly. But it can't be by much. I think they're both 24? Martinez out to Kvaratskhelia. And now it's off Badi, who will deflect it by like 2 weeks. Yeah, I was going to say, they are a similar age. Malacia to Kvaratskhelia now. Inside to Shabalala. Can he play it off to Tammy? He can. Will it be a third? It won't be. It's another good save. I can't lie. This could be like 6 or 7-0 had it not been for Aguilar in the Forest net. Because look at some of the saves he's produced. And look at some of the saves he's produced this match. I'm happy to have the win, which it looks like we're going to get. But it could have been by so much more of a goal margin, to be honest with you. Sancho to deliver. It's going to be towards Licha again. I don't know why we're still going for the smallest person in the box, but we are. Brennan Johnson versus Victor Lindelof. I know who I'm back in a pace battle, and it isn't my player. Martinez gets in the way. Martinez is going. Pushing very far forward. Abraham. Shabalala. Will it be? No, it won't. Tammy can't score either. Abraham back into Tammy. Oh, sorry. Shabalala back into Tammy. He won't pass it to himself. I mean, he could be, but that's a mistake on my part. And we nearly get a third again. If we were to drop this lead, which I don't think we are now, I'd be a little bit upset because, I mean, they may score one. But I'll be very upset because we've constantly threatened and we should be multiple up. Although some of their attacks do deserve a goal. Doesn't mean they should have one, though. De Gea, please grab onto that. Tammy is doo-doo. Yeah, I should be scoring that. I don't know what's going on there with the boy. Kvaratskhelia into Shabalala. Will Tammy atone for that earlier miss? From range. Oh, Aguilar, man. Why is he so good? I should have rested Casemiro, but such is life. He might recover for the FA Cup final. We'll see. Sancho. Ball in. Not going to be towards Martinez, hopefully. Dallo, slightly taller, but doesn't win the header. Shabalala, Casemiro. Into Fred. Mate. We've had so many corners. In the FA Cup final, it is us against Manchester City. In the Europa League final, we didn't make it because I lost to Sparta Prague. Oh, my God. It should be way more than 2-0. I'm playing this short. I'll play this one short. Might as well. Probably the last corner we'll get in the match. Might as well try a little something. Kvaratskhelia. Knocks it all the way out to Shabalala. Casemiro. Fred off the edge. Oh, okay. That was not as good as I thought it would be. Shabalala off the edge. Ah. Casemiro off the edge. Why does everyone keep blocking it? 6 minutes of added time. Don't know where they've come from. There's only been one goal in the second half. Not a lot of stoppage. So I don't know where that's come from. We had the one exchange where we made our triple sub. That was about it. Williams on the right here. It'll fall into Dennis. Or Awani, sorry. Dennis subbed off for Taiwo Awani. And another save from De Gea. Ensures his clean sheet for now. Great ball across. Nobody marking the number 9 of Forest. And De Gea forced into action again. I don't know who's taking the corner. Oh, there we go. I was going to say, I thought it was somebody invisible. It's Lingard again. On the corner, the number 11 for Forest. Will he be able to produce anything late on for his new team against his old team? Fred wins the header. Will he get the ball clear? He will. Caught by Lingard, but will get it away. Dallo through to Sancho. I mean, he's been tackled. I tried to do something. I tried to do a skill move. It hasn't come off. But it doesn't matter. It should be the game. They maybe get one more chance to get something out of this. That should be the game. Oh, and oh, yeah. He just... Yeah. Yeah. All right. Cool. You know what? Fine. FIFA. That's a fantastic finish. But he's just clarted that so he can't get a clean sheet. That's beautiful. That, yeah. All right. I should have done better defensively. Lindelof kind of got... I kind of got Lindelof out of position. Should have watched the striker a bit better. But that's a hell of a finish. Shame it won't mean anything, but that's a great finish. Only his second goal of the season as a striker is a bit concerning. You're celebrating that like it means something as well. You're in the relegation zone. I mean, yeah, yes, it's a cracking goal, but you're in the relegation zone, and we have just won the match. 2-1, but the stats will tell a different story. Whether it should be 2-1 or whether it shouldn't be 2-1, that's what we've ended on. Arguably, should have been a lot more. I'm glad we had the 2-goal cushion because S1E just scored a belter at the end. We do win. I mean, I'm happy to just have the win at this point. See what I can get in these career modes at the moment. Shares go with the brace. 1 goal before half-time, 1 goal just after. And S1E scored a banger to try and give Forest some life, but it was right at the end of the game. And, I mean, it's a personal highlight for Taiwo S1E, but look at all the look at all these saves. Alfredo Aguilar, most of the highlights. That just shows how in control we were. 55 to 45 in terms of possession, 27 shots to 13, and 5.2 expected goals, 3.1. It was definitely an attacking game, definitely that. But we got the better of it, as we should have done. Man of the match goes to Benjamin Sesko with the brace today. Hopefully he comes around, starts to be a bit more of a team player, starts to be a better player. If worst comes to worst, we can always loan him out, which is probably what we'll do anyway, as we look for another striking option next season. But at the moment, it is 2 for him in this match. Sandro Martinez, once again, a stallion at centre-back. Kvaratskhelia with an assist off the left. De Gea with a great goalkeeping performance, but can't help be beaten by that fucking stunner. Jesus Christ. 11 shots in his goal, 10 saves, and 1 conceded, but that was a mad finish late on by S1E. I've got hiccups, by the way, so I apologise. Dallo with a 7.5. Casemiro, 7.4. And I tried to find where the other assist was. I remembered it was a rebound goal. As for Forest's ratings, Remo Freuler, man of the match for them. He was all over the park, to be fair. But I would have given it personally to the goalkeeper, Aguilar. 8.2 for him, though. Kayate, strong at centre-back with 8. I thought he was a CDM. Turns out he's a centre-back in this formation. Taiwo S1E scoring a late, ridiculous finish. Jesse Lingard popping up with the assist in the 7.2. But I want to look at Aguilar here. 27 shots, 18 shots in his goal, and 16 saves. He could have threatened to derail that whole play there. That was mad from him. Only 71 rated. I've got to give him credit. I've got to give him a lot of credit in the world. It could have been a lot more. Jesse Lingard there. He is a smiling man with the assist in the 7.2. But in the end, we do get the dub, which is what matters the most. Post-match interview time. Rashford needs to start against City. Absolutely. We need the pace up front. We need everything. Fulham and... sorry, not Fulham. Liverpool and Man City both winning their games. Newcastle winning as well. You see what I mean? How am I meant to get top 4 when everyone else is just winning all the time? Šeško's stunning performance. He did do well today. I don't know if he'll play again this season. But he kept a good team display. I just wish we kept that clean sheet, man. Your team managed to go one better this time. We did. No dropping points against the bottom teams in this. Oh, well, on this particular occasion. I'm guessing that's left wing. Who? Probably Sancho. Probably Sancho starts there. Kvaratskhelia didn't do enough for me in that match, I don't think. I know he got a decent rating, but I just feel like he could have been a bit more. In hindsight, do you think you got your preparation right for this game? I mean, well, yeah, but like also, when you concede a banger like that, what can you do? Who did not do enough? Kvaratskhelia, Kvaradona, the left winger. Sancho left wing, Rashford strike, right wing Anthony. Yeah, I think it has to be those three maniacs up front. But here we are. The big day has arrived. The morale is happy, even though we've been struggling in other competitions. We've got to lay it on the, I'll lay it all on the line. Forget about everything else for one day and focus on what we've got today. Manchester City. Take a look at the news after that one. Sesko grabs braces. Manchester United grab win over Nottingham Forest. Sesko got his name on the score sheet for Manchester United in the 2-1 against Nottingham Forest. Man United overcome Forest. Steve Cooper looks a bit different, but he still looks unhappy that he couldn't get enough out of that game. And Theo Johnson, Manchester United supporters were in a positive mood after coming away with a win from their last match against Nottingham Forest. Johnson obviously stressed to his players that it wouldn't take much to turn a draw in the previous fixture against Nottingham Forest into a win this time around. Should have arguably been a bigger win, but what can you do? Alexander Isak slaying for Newcastle, hat-trick against Wolves, it looks like. Fair play to him as well. But we'll get to this pre-match conference and then we'll figure out the team. Did I win against Man City in the past? I've won against them once and I've lost against them once. So this is kind of a tiebreaker. Any special plans? Prepare as we always do. We lost 3-0 to City earlier in the season, but then we beat them 2-1 at their ground. Which, I mean, it was a bit of a smash and grab, but it's going to be a difficult game. We're going to have to sit way back. I think we have to go ultra defensive. But we are ready for him. Kicking off with a win this episode really gives us a morale boost into this. In my opinion. It's not the kind of bad run we expect. What do you mean? I mean, yeah, it's been bad, but like, can we stop being so negative going into the FA Cup final, please? It's a big game. Right. The Manchester Derby. To see who lifts that illustrious trophy at Wembley. The Manchester City, the blue side, versus Manchester United, of course, the red side. Now, taking a look at the team's roads to the final. Round 3. I don't think we were playing round 2, do we? So, round 3. Man City beat Wycombe 4-2. We defeated Wimbledon 4-1. Heading into round 4, Man City overcame Aston Villa 2-0. We beat Everton 3-1. Into the round of 16, Manchester City just about getting past Ipswich, and we just about got past Hull. 4-3 to Man City in their game and 1-0 to us in our game. Quarterfinals, Manchester City beat Arsenal 1-0. We got past Chelsea 3-2 after extra time. Semi-finals, Manchester United won on penalties against Liverpool. That was a fucker. That was a hell of a match. But we did come out on the other side victorious. And Manchester City got the job done. 2-1 win over Newcastle in the other semi-final, which leads us to today. The biggest game of the episode, the biggest game of the season for season 1, I would say. Take a look at their team. Who have they got? They're going all, I would say they're going all out, but I don't know if Ake is a starter. I don't know if Phillips is a starter. I don't know what they would do, but we're going all out. We're going the best we can. Martinez is tired, but he's just going to have to like it. Dalot as well, he's just going to have to like it. We'll bring on Wan-Bissaka on the bench if he gets tired. We're going to just have to push everything out of everyone. And the league games come second in this game here. This is a lot more important. So that'll probably be the team we roll with. Might as well just go with our best, innit? If we can't go with the best, then we'll end up like the rest. That is the team we're going to go with. I know there's some tired names and tired faces in there, but they're just going to have to see it through. We're going to make sure we have replacements for them, actually. City have some tired players as well. Casemiro will probably make way for McTominay. Dalot for Wan-Bissaka. And Martinez for Lindelof probably at some point as well would be the move. But looking at the team, I'm ready. And I think we just have to go all out for it. I think we just have to go balls to the wall. Put everything in this match. And then Everton, I think Everton's a whole week's break anyway, I believe. Or maybe at least a 5-day break. Even then, it doesn't compare to how important this match is anyway. So, without no further ado, that is the team we're going to go with. Best team we've got. De Gea in goal. Malacia and Dalot as the fullbacks. Martinez and Varane as the centre-backs. Casemiro, CDM. Fernandes and Eriksen, the centre-mid partnership with Fernandes. wearing the captain's armband. Sancho off the left, Antony off the right, and Rashford up through the middle. I'm ready for a big fight feel, and it is going to be the biggest match of the season. They've got a few tired players as well, so I'm hoping we can take advantage of their tired players. But they do, of course, have the best players in the league. De Bruyne, of course, one of the best ever to do it. And Haaland, he's going to be one of the best ever to do it. We go into Wembley, looking for the FA Cup. Will we get it? De Bruyne warming up, as is Bruno. I thought it'd be some kind of like big preview, but it's just the warm-ups for some reason. But here we go. Ederson the Tifo. The game thinks Man City are at home, purely because they're on the left-hand side. Here come both sides of Manchester. As you can see there, it's not been easy for either team to get here. I'd say we've had the harder route, to be honest. All City did have Arsenal and Newcastle. We had Liverpool and Chelsea. It might be equal in terms of difficulty. But now we've got each other. There's their team, and of course they've got depth upon depth on the bench. Ronald Araujo making the move to Manchester City. Akanji's always a problem. Julian Alvarez and Phil Foden could change the game at any point as well. It's a stacked City team, but we knew that coming in. Now, if we lose this, that's a problem, because it could mean Conference League next season. I don't want to be playing in the Conference League next season. So we can't lose. I suppose if City are already in the top four and they win this, that might be Europa League for us. I don't remember how it works, quite frankly. It probably would still be Europa League for us. But at the same time, we want to win the trophy. We don't want to think about losing. We want to think about taking City to the cleaners and becoming FA Cup winners. The first trophy since 2017 is on the line here. Will it be Manchester United's or will it be Manchester City's? We go, and I want to just make sure my players haven't moved about like idiots. They haven't. Lovely, lovely, lovely. It's because it hasn't switched ultra defensive yet. Fine. Okay, fine. We're just going to have to go defensive, because look at this man. He's just going to fucking ball out today, I think. He always does. Jack Grealish has had a great season as well. And it's an early corner for City. Once again, just making sure my players haven't changed around now. We've switched the formation. They have, yeah. See, we have to watch out for. It's such a... I don't know why it does this. It doesn't need to at all. There's no need for it. I can go in the menus and switch it all about, but it'll still do it in game for some reason. That's why I have to keep an eye on this silly game. I know we're on defensive, but I put Fernandes a bit further forward, just because if we do have a counter, Fernandes will be a key part of it. Corner anyway, earlier on for Manchester City. And looks like it's going to be short to Jack Grealish. It's on the edge to Borigo. He tries one, it's blocked. And away. And now this is a counter. This is the counter. Antony. Oh my God. Come on, United. Oh, come on, United. That's what we needed. Out of the gate. Antony gives us the lead. That was perfect. That was perfect to the ball. Borigo with a shot. It was defended away, played to Antony, who all he had to do was just run and finish. There was nobody there with him. Antony is different gravy. Would have liked the shot to be a bit further away from Ederson, but the ball has ended up in the back of the net, so I'm not concerned about where it actually could have gone. What it has gone is in the back of the net, and Antony bags a lead. 3 goals in just 2 matches in the FA Cup. Hasn't played a lot in the FA Cup because we've usually rotated against other sides. But today he plays, and today he scores inside 5 minutes, and that gives us a lead. And we could go for 2. Bruno immediately dispossessing here, and Rashford on his way through. Okay, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Ruben Diaz blocking Rashford's path. But what is Matty Cash doing there? City looks shaky out the gate. I know they're there in the corner, but we've absolutely countered on them, and it's looked fantastic so far for us off the counter, which we just need to continue doing, I think. Play if anything, play more defensive than we already were. We've got a goal to hang on to now. Malacia, Bruno. I want Sancho to make a move. Eventually he does, and it's going to be into Rashford. Bruno's back there if we need to lay it off. We will lay it off to Bruno Fernandes. Ederson with a save. It could have been 2. And this is the perfect way for us to be starting this. We're sitting back, ready for City's attacks, but we're also making our own. Christian Eriksen to knock it towards Rafa Varane. It's going to be headed away, only as far as Sancho. Bruno off the left peg, straight at Ederson, and Rashford can't follow up. But we look decent today. Grealish wins ahead of it. Varane will out-jump Haaland. That's a feat in itself. We've got the ball back again. Oh, Martinez, man. Martinez. Haaland tried to do everything by himself. Varane was there to close it down, and he's pressing De Gea. And City are pressing all my players here. Dalot to Anthony. Back to Dalot. Just try and cool it a little bit. Eriksen. Anthony's in space now. Been left alone by Cancelo. And if you don't leave one person alone, what we realise is it's Anthony, because he's been fantastic this season. Eriksen. Inside to Rashford. Oh, it was almost 2. Oh, I'm liking the way we're going, though. I'm liking the way we're going. Just past the post from our number 10, but I'm liking it. Oh, that early Anthony goal has given us life. Arguably, we should be defending a bit more in case they attack, but we've been pushing more, and I love it. A come on City chant breaking out in Wembley. Who knew they had so many fans? They crawl out of the woodwork when it's for a trophy on the line. Haaland being pocketed so far. We need to continue to pocket him. Sancho has a better cash, surely. I don't know what sort of signing that was from City. Matty Cash. No offence to Matty Cash himself. Wasn't the move to have it right back. Malacia, especially with all the money they have. Malacia, I mean, it was meant to be a cross, but it could have gone in. It really could have. But yeah, with all the money Man City have, they plump from Matty Cash. Is that because they spent all the money on Araujo? A rare Calvin Phillips appearance. Enjoy it, because you don't get them a lot in real life. Good tackle. It's not over yet. Bora goes straight to the hands of De Gea. I love how, by the way, when I make a tackle and then lose the ball with the centre-back, my centre-back still just stays committed rather than coming back. Trying to deal with danger. Sancho. Cash on the catch-up is going to be in towards Bruno, which Cash saw and knew. And fair play to Mike Cash there. I've been critical of him so far, but he's done well there. It may just be a 1-goal game here. We may just have to sit back on this Anthony goal and, like, go for it. We just won. But at the same time, once City score, it's going to be another Herculean quest to find another goal. The counter came lucky for us, and we're not going to get a lot of those. Grealish has done Dalot. Grealish has done Martinez. Haaland trying to find a ball in the middle, but Varane blocks. Eriksen out to Anthony. In to Rashford. City have had more of the ball. Potentially even more chances, but we've got the goal, and that's the most telling stat of all. Anthony try to find Bruno maybe again here. The ball was wank, though. That was an absolute awful pass. Not what you want to see from your number 21, who did put you in the lead earlier. Grealish tackled by Dalot perfectly, and Anthony takes it away and continues to Eriksen. Rashford opened up here, possibly for a second. Oh, it's great from Ederson. He timed it perfectly. I was trying to lob him. I don't know why I said perfectly in such a weird way. Try to lob Ederson, but he's timed it to a T. Fair play. And that's the problem with City. They're good. 1 goal won't be enough. Haaland Try to find the ball in. It's going to come about to De Bruyne. And it's equal to it by David De Gea. Like I said, City will push for this equaliser now. We may have the early goal, but we don't have any full advantage by any means. Rashford. Sancho out on the left here. Matty Cash try to chase him. Turns it onto his right. Sancho in to... Was that Anthony with the header? Probably been better volleying that, mate, to be honest, but it's still a good opportunity. Gives another save to Ederson, though. Pushing forward, we continue to push forward, and Dalot has pushed too far forward, which means Anthony's going to have to track back a little bit here. And he's done very well. Fair play to our number 21, using his pace to catch up to Grealish. And now Dalot's going to do the attacking since Anthony did the defending. Works out well. Into Rashford. On to Bruno. On to Bruno. He got caught. Did he not get caught? Maybe he didn't go through him, but it looked like it could have been a foul there. Although, I guess, because Bruno didn't fall over. I took the shot on because I saw the guy rushing into the back of me. I maybe should have just tried to go for the foul there rather than the shot. Try and win the ball, or win the foul, and get a free kick. But corner works just as well. It's going to be Anthony off this side because we like the outswinging deliveries. Anthony towards Varane. He's not going to win that header. He's behind his man, Eriksen. Casemiro! That's absolutely mishit. He sliced that. He sliced that there. I can't lie. Oh, it's come off Ake. Of course, if I had handballs on, that'd be penalty. But I don't. Because do you know how much chaos that would be? Eriksen. Gonna deliver it on off this side. He can do these ones. Eriksen. Ball in. Towards Varane. Straight at Ederson. I'd argue we've been the better team. First half. We have our goal, obviously, the cut off the counter. But I'd argue we've been the better team just straight up. We may get another chance here before the break. Eriksen. Rashford. Rashford! Oh, it's a save from Ederson. Yeah, we've been better. We've been miles better. But it's just a matter of City can score at any time. If we want to fucking make sure of this, we need to find a second. It's going to be a corner to end our half. Anthony going to deliver it in off this side. Will we see someone rise to the occasion? Varane doesn't win it. Eriksen keeps it alive. The ref won't allow it. Time's already gone way over. And it's 1-0 at the break at Wembley, but it's 1-0 to us. 45 minutes from our first trophy in 6 years. Will it happen? Anthony with the early counter-attack goal. The only goal to separate the sides. That's what I mean. We just have to play off the counter-attack. Playing it around them has been okay so far, to be honest, but it's not going to always be an option. We have been better. City have been underwhelming, but it doesn't mean that they won't come firing in the second half. We need to be ready for that. 53-47 in terms of possession in favour of Manchester City, but we have more shots, 10 shots to 4, and more expected goals with 2.2 to 0.4. I reckon we just need to keep firing. Hopefully we can, but tiredness will play a factor at some point. We'll need to make those changes down the line. I just checked the match facts. What am I doing? Second half, though. I think it's got to be Martinez, Dalot, and Casemiro that'll come off at some point, surely. And then from then on, I'm not sure who else. Maybe Rashford for Tammy. But what I do know is that we're 45 minutes off potentially winning a trophy. And that's what we're here for. Second half's underway. And we do have a goal to the good. But Manchester City will not be happy about that. Pep will be in the changing room saying, "Oi, lads, the Elias Anthony fella, who could be in again." He's overdone it. But he's won a penalty out of it! Ruben Diaz! I mean, I was trying to turn inside Diaz and take the shot on. But that works too. You know, that works too. And because at this club, whoever wins it takes it, it will be Anthony. Despite Bruno getting ready to take it, it will be Anthony to try and bag his second of the day. And his first penalty probably of the season as well. I know it's a stupid rule, but it's a fair rule as well. Anthony makes it 2! And that surely gives us a brilliant, brilliant spot. Switch it for Rashi, not Anthony. The thing is, I always do whoever wins it takes it, so I know sometimes it's a bad thing because the penalty stats are rubbish, but it's fair to whoever won it that they have to take it. I think, personally. That's how I've always done it, and that's how I'll always do it. Anthony makes it 2, and we're singing, and we're rhyming, and we're enjoying life at Wembley. Dalot can't keep it in despite the tackle on Grealish. Oh, we still have to be very defensive though, because City could come back into this on a dime. They've got a literal robot up front. But hopefully we've got enough of a gap now to see this one out. Fernandes to Rashford. Sancho wants it. Sancho will get it again. Towards Bruno. Going to try and get it into Rashford this time. Or Anthony for a hat-trick maybe, imagine. A hat-trick in the Manchester derby. You'd be laughing. Tackle from Martinez. Licha gets out to Sancho. Outstrikes Ruben Diaz. Ball into Bruno. Oh, nearly 3. I can't lie, lads. I'm very confident now. We've looked fucking deserving and we've looked fantastic this whole game. But that's what I mean. The game changes it can bring on Burigo, making way for Phil Foden. And that's what could change it for Manchester City. And that's why we need to just be a bit vigilant at the moment. We do have a 2-goal cushion. But can we keep that? Can we go on to win the FA Cup? Anthony, Rashford, out to Sancho. That's an awful pass. I mean, the ball was obviously meant to go out to Sancho, but it just hasn't done what I wanted it to do. Sitting out, playing around with a bit of class. Varane will close that one down. Jesus Christ, Foden came sliding in there. Martinez avoiding the slide. But they're not closing down. I mean, their defensive line has been awful today. Ake, you don't start in a FA Cup semi-final unless or a FA Cup final. I'm guessing Akanji was exhausted. I'm guessing Araujo was exhausted. I mean, like, they've got those options. Or maybe they just estimated us. I can't remember the word sometimes, but I'll get there eventually. Eriksen. In towards Bruno. Easier pass would have been Rashford, to be honest. But I saw Bruno making the move in. I thought I could get it to him. And the counter now. Haaland on the right wing. It's an interesting strategy. Not to have your giant in the box. But who am I to, judge? If Man City want to play dumb, I'm happy to let them. We'll be making the changes soon. Because we are 2 goals up. And I'm a bit more confident now. Bruno to Rashford. Off the edge. Oh, unlucky from Rashford. We'll make those changes now. It's going to be Martinez for Lindelof. Wan-Bissaka for Dalot. McTominay for Casemiro. And Abraham for Rashford. We've still got one more in the bag if we need it. We're just freshening things up and hoping we can see us out. Not Rashi, I know, but he hasn't scored today. And Abraham might be the one to seal the deal. Rashford will get minutes in the next game. Rashford and Abraham are sharing the minutes as much as I can. And then Šeško just comes in every so often. Next season we may go a 2-striker. To be honest with you. Because I want to fit both in the team. But Rashford's his potential. I think the only way to grow it a bit more would be to play him more. So a 2-striker may be the way we move. I also could put Rashford out on the wing, but I prefer him at striker, to be honest. Anthony, makes a fool there of the left back, and Eriksen. I think we're just enjoying ourselves now. Tammy Abraham tackled at the critical time. We're enjoying ourselves a little bit, but we also need to not get too complacent because we are playing against possibly the team that could end up Premier League champions. Haaland through. That's what I mean. Out of nowhere, Haaland's had a chance. It's saved by De Gea. I'm sorry, but if I see Casemiro come from McTominay in real life, yeah, I mean, I'll be pissed too. But it's purely for stamina reasons. Purely to keep Casemiro as fit as we can. I don't really have anyone else to put there either. Maybe a backup CDM could be a move in the summer. Back up big boy Cassie. That's a foul. That could be a booking for Grealish. Nope, just a warning. The headband merchant. Ericsson not happy, wants a booking. Grealish is lucky to not get one. Start Jack Butland for one. I don't have Jack Butland, unfortunately. I can't get him either because, I mean, he would come probably on a permanent deal, but we've got Dean Henderson. Maybe give him one more run. But he's probably going. We'll need a new backup goalkeeper. There's a lot of things we'll need in the summer, but we'll address that in a bit towards the end of the episode. Figure out what we want to do with some of the squad members. So I do want to keep the main core of the squad a lot of the way through. Anthony, Ericsson. I'll absolutely look at suggestions, but whether I sign him is a different matter. Ericsson, oh. I mean, he's just seen it out now, isn't it, lads? Just seen it out. If they get a goal, it's back on, so we need to make sure they don't do goal scoring. Well, Haaland is through. Oh, fuck. Like, yeah, they've scored, but, like, what is that, really? What is that? That's just a load of shite, is what it is. It's a great ball through to Haaland. I should be marking him better. But that is just the video game. That is just a video game. There's purely nothing I can do about that. It's a save from De Gea. But, like, it's just a bit stupid, really. And it gives City a route back into the game. We're really going to have to go more defensive than ever now. Erling Haaland finds a way back in. But, like, that kind of shit is annoying. Ball through, fantastic. Don't get me wrong. Haaland probably should be scoring that. It's just the way that De Gea has saved it into his net is kind of annoying me. I'm not blaming De Gea, I'm blaming the video game. Why is Ake left back? Oh boy. We can't bottle this, surely. We can't bottle this. Anthony, we've been way better today. Oh, Anthony just played the ball a second too late. I can't be bothered for bottle this, to be honest. I'll be very upset. Maybe made the changes a little too early. Oh my god, why is it not letting me be the player I want to be? What? Jesus Christ. You see what I mean? Just like that. Why is it that I can't be the player I want to be sometimes? Ericsson could come off for Van de Beek. That'll be our final change. Grealish coming off for number 15. I didn't see who number 15 was. I think that's Mahrez. Bruv. It's not Mahrez for the record. I don't know who it is. Just a quick glance, I thought it was. Oh, it's Tadic. I thought it was... Why did I think it was Mahrez? Yeah, Tadic. They signed Tadic for some reason. I don't understand. I guess for these kind of games. Oh, mate. They're just going to go all out. And Phil Foden's dispossessed Varane. McTominay in a bit of shtick here. We're meant to be playing defensive, but Lindelof's running up the pitch. Sancho will never make a run. Don't ever ask him to. Oh, my God. Eek. Eek. It's going to be squeaky bum time. Tommy gets there, but also doesn't. City be wanting something to try and get this to at least extra time. We're going to try and prevent it as much as we can. Oh my god, see what I mean? Like, see what I mean? Haaland is just capable of anything. Just hold the ball, De Gea. Hold the ball and just yeet it. Yeet it. Absolutely send the fucker. Ederson coming out of his net. Well, as far as McTominay. Sancho. He's gone for it, but Ederson's back in his box. Just run down the clock, lads. Run down the clock. Lindelof. Oh, McTominay. Don't cost us. Please don't cost us. City going to go for it one last time. It's blocked by Varane, please. All I ask. Oh my god, what is De Gea doing? It doesn't matter! It doesn't matter what De Gea's doing! Manchester United, FA Cup winners! We get something out of this season. It's been underwhelming in some of the competitions. I mean, Europa League, we should be winning. That's what it is. It is what it is. Sometimes we get unlucky. FA Cup, I'm happy we won. We absolutely deserved that. Outclassed City. It was up until the last 15 minutes when we made the changes, which maybe we shouldn't have made, obviously, looking back. But I did it purely just for fitness reasons. But Manchester United win the FA Cup. And we're going to enjoy the celebrations. Bruno Fernandes going to go and lift the trophy. drink it in. First trophy in 6 years, and there'll be many more to come. I'm just enjoying the scenes. For moments there towards the end of the game, I thought City were going to come back into it. Mate, Haaland hit the crossbar, De Gea making that weird save that I thought might sneak in. Oh God, the game left me on edge. But in the end, it's a victory and the team photo will be taken. Ladies and gents, you can thank our number 21 for the majority of that. Anthony, key today. Very, very key. That early goal really set us up. And then the penalty I thought would do the trick. And then Haaland came back in and bagged. And he nearly bagged again. He hit the crossbar. It was a bit nervy towards the end, but we done the job and we got the job done. We deserved it as well. 54-46 in terms of possession. 14 shots to 9. 3.3. Expected goals to their 1. If we had somehow had that go to extra time, I would have been fuming, by the way. Would have been absolutely fuming. We'll get a cup in real life too. Lovely job, We're possibly getting 2 cups. 3 maybe. But obviously the Carabao Cup first and foremost, and then we'll work on the other ones and get them as well. We'll end up with a treble. Anthony with man of the match at 9.5. He was glorious today. Anthony at his best with a brace off the right hand side. Nobody else, literally nobody else came close. Everybody else was kind of apparently, but not big boy Anthony. Nothing else to really talk about. I mean, Bruno got the assist to one of the goals, but Anthony astronomically clear. He was the one who guided us to that FA Cup win just there. Haaland getting one back for the visitors. He got their man of the match, 7.8. I can't really call them the visitors because it's at Wembley, but the other team, the other side of Manchester, the bad side. 7.8 for him, and the assist coming from Jack Grealish with a 6.8 rating for him. Ederson, very good in goal. I've got to give him his flowers as well, because it could have been quite a few more. We were going for it, and we weren't stopping. And we got what we deserved in the end. 8 saves from the 10 shots on target on his goal, letting 2. What was De Gea's like? Probably a bit worse, but I mean, it doesn't really matter too much come the end of the day. 5 shots on target, 4 saves, 1 conceded. Who cares? We're going to be celebrating long into the night. The FA Cup winners, Manchester United. Let's get to the post-match interview. Sassuolo are beating AC Milan 5-2. What? How? Ain't Milan meant to be, like, top? Oh my God, they are. Jesus Christ. I fair play Sassuolo. They're fucking taking it to Milan. They're taking it to Milan. But we have won the FA Cup as well in career mode. It was a bit of a squeaky bum time at the end, but we did it, and we will be celebrating. Hello, Reese. Welcome back. You just missed the trophy lift. But boy, are we overjoyed to have something out of this season. It's a bit of a saving grace to say we fucked up the Premier League objective and we bottled Europa League. How does that rank as an achievement? We'll enjoy it and we'll push on. Yes, but it's just a start as well. Bear in mind, it is just a start. Many seasons to come. We won't play Champions League till at least season 3, but that's not what's important here. What's important here is we've got something out of this season, and we'll continue to build on it. Theo might not be gone. We might hold on to our job by the skin of our teeth. I could have had some more from Anthony today. Absolute class from him. Absolutely class. Got the early counter-attack goal, and then, of course, he won the penalty, so he took it, and he took it brilliantly. But Man City, yes, Man City scared us towards the end. but we held on. Haaland hit the crossbar. De Gea almost made a shocker of a save that nearly went to his own net. But we did it. We did it. That's all that matters. We've got 2 more league games, and then we'll go on to sort out the rest of the stuff that we need to sort out in this Season 1 finale. And then on Tuesday itself, we'll be kicking off Season 2. Some new names potentially coming in. Looking at the rewards we got, only 2.1 million, but that's secondary to the trophy itself, so I'm not too fussed about that. Sancho has hit his potential in that particular development plan. I think he can maybe do something else for a little while to grow a bit more. He can. Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. Oh, he can still grow a long way. What do we do, though? Inverted winger would help his shooting. But if we wanted to grow in rating quicker, support winger would be the move. We're going to go inverted winger. I know it doesn't help his speed at all, and I do want to be faster. Actually, no, we're not, because I do want his speed over his shooting. I think inverted has to be the move, yeah. Make sure I put it on the right one. I didn't put it on the right one. Inverted. Okay, good. I put on support. Right, so how are loan spells going? Pellestri's gone up 2. Diallo's gone up 3. Mabry's gone up 3. Zidane Iqbal's gone up 3. Galbraith and Savage are going up slowly. Ethan Laird's one I'm really looking forward to using down the line. He's gone up at 2 at QPR. Eric Bailly only got up 1, but he's probably on the outs when he comes back. Some of these I'm looking forward to using, but some of these probably won't be required down the line. We'll have to figure all that out at the end. Well, actually, at the start of Season 2. Well, we'll do it at the end of Season 1, and then it's all ready to go, innit? So, up next, we've got Everton. I mean, we're not really playing for anything apart from 5th now. And even though we've won the Europa League, I mean, I would still like to be 5th. I just don't want to drop down to 7th, I think, is probably the better wording of it, but we shouldn't do. West Ham would need to win 15-0 in their last game. Most teams have played their second to last game. We've got Everton. Man City got Brighton. Taking a look at the title race as well, it is going to come down to the final day. If Man City lose to Brighton, though, actually, it won't. But Man City need to beat Brighton for it to come down to the final day. Are you in the conference now? No, because we won the FA Cup, we will play Europa League football guaranteed next season, which is good. We're going in the same competition again. It's not quite Champions League, but we get Europa League, which I'll take for the first season. A trophy is good enough for me. And we've done one of the board objectives. Hopefully the management job is still good. You know what? How are we 78? I suppose the criticals are done. That's why. We've done the criticals. We've scored most matches. I think there's only maybe about 4 or 5 matches we haven't actually put balls in back of net. But yes, we've done the youth development objective. We've done the brand exposure. We didn't do the Europa League, of course. We won the FA Cup. We won't get that Champions League spot, though. And we'll make profit, even though we haven't signed the crucial players. So, you know what? It's probably a good season. It's just the trophies we need to work on, which is going to happen in time, really. We're going to just slowly build our way up to that. Anthony, let's brace as Manchester United grab win over Manchester City. Anthony got his name on the score sheet for Manchester United in their 2-1 win against Manchester City. That's really underselling it, because we did win the FA Cup because of those 2 goals. With 3 points now, the gap between Nottingham Forest and safety, the team are now struggling in the battle to escape relegation danger. We're going to keep that as a surprise until the end of the season to see who goes down. Chelsea beat Leeds. I don't know why I'm looking at that. Don't really care. Anthony in the team of the week, of course, because of his exploits in the FA Cup final. Jadon Sancho somehow making it as well. I mean, it must be short on wingers. And then Man United hope to win again against Everton, which is obviously the case. But we're going to drink this in for a little second here. Manchester United lifted silverware after a dramatic victory over Manchester City in the Emirates FA Cup. The long-awaited triumph was earned by an incredible display of teamwork and poise from the Manchester United players. The manager, meanwhile, has proved he can build and organise a winning team. One Manchester United supporter at the stadium summed it all up. This is one of the happiest moments I've had watching Manchester United. I hope the manager stays and keeps the team together. We play great football and can really go on from here with this boss in charge. Yes, vote of confidence from the fans. Vote of confidence from the fans. That's all we really wanted. We didn't want trophies. We wanted fan approval. We should be sticking around now, I think. We've got some... I mean, we've not got everything they wanted, but we've got something, and something's better than nothing, in my honest opinion. But up next, it is Everton, who are in the relegation area. They're actually 15th now. They probably survived just about enough. We won't find out until the final day because I want to keep it a kind of a surprise. Just see if any big teams go down. But... it is Everton. We could probably rotate a little bit, to be honest. Because I don't think we'll drop below 6th now. And I don't know if we'll get 5th. Because I think Newcastle beat Spurs. They must have beat Spurs if they're on 70 points. So we'll probably finish 6th this season, which ain't worst thing in the world. We're going to have Van de Beek start. It's been a while since Van de Beek had a start. Anthony, I know he had a good run in the FA Cup. We're going to give him a rest. Give Alanga a bit of a run out. Alanga really impressed me the last time I involved him in a game, so he can stick around. Ericsson can have the full break. Garnacho, why not? We'll have him on the bench as well. Garnacho's not really been used for a while, and he's not very happy about it, and I'm not very happy about it either. Because I'd like to use him, but we've just got better players. He'll be an immediate loan candidate surely next season. As will these youth academy boys. They're not happy either, but really do you expect to get into a Manchester United team at 59 rated? Ignore Shabalala. He's different, alright? Speaking of which. No, I'll put on the bench for the last game. We'll not do it this one. Wan-Bissaka can have a run. Wan-Bissaka and Shaw can both have runs. It's been a while. Malacia and Dalot have been dominating the conversation. Rightfully so, because they're just better, but... we'll give them the runs out as well. Fernandes takes the armband. And I reckon that's how we go. Do we give Maguire a chance? Nah, we don't. Right, so that is the team for the Everton game then. De Gea in goal. Shaw and Wan-Bissaka as the fullbacks. Martinez and Varane as the centre-backs. Casemiro, CDM. Fernandes and Van de Beek will be the centre midfield partnership with Fernandes wearing the armband. Sancho off the left. Alanga off the right. Tammy Abraham through the middle. And... it's more about just chilling now. We're not going to get much higher in the league. We're not going to fall much lower in the league. We've got what we wanted to do today, and that was the FA Cup. I could just sim these, but I want to see how many points we can get. I want to try and end on a high. So, without further ado, the Everton team looks more or less the same as what it does right now. They've got Begovic in goal. Oh, because Pickford left for another team, but I can't remember who off the top of my head. But anyway, we'll go into it. I want to say Spurs, but I can't remember. Was it Leverkusen? It might have been, honestly. I'm 90% sure, though, it was a Premier League team. I just can't remember who. I want to say Spurs or West Ham. I can't remember which one. I'm going to check after the game now because it's really annoying. Alright. Everton, I'm sorry I have to do this to you, but maybe putting you back in the relegation battle. I thought Conor Cody's the captain despite being on loan. What's in? I don't understand. In career mode, if you mean Pickford's transfer. Yeah, this team... I mean, this team deserves to go down due to the fact they still have Rondon, to be honest. But I think Everton will scrape it through, as they usually do. Next year, it will be quite a bit of change to this United squad. We're considering changing formation as well. I was wanting to stick with this one just for the first season, just the United formation, to see how we do. And as much as I do like it, I think maybe a two-striker could be better. But for now, we will stick with it. We've got two more games, Everton and Crystal Palace. Can we end on high notes? Abraham immediately dispossesses. Imagine though. Imagine. Could have been. It was saved by Begovic, but just imagine how quick that could have been. Varane. Knocking it to Martinez. I actually wanted to go back to De Gea, to be honest, but we'll work with it. Out to Luke Shaw. Rid of range. Sancho. Abraham makes a run wide. Not really how I want that to go. Back in towards Sancho, who we need to think about him next year. Sancho's on the what do we do with him pile. Because he's underwhelmed. Straight to the hands of Begovic. Diallo would be so good. Yeah, Diallo would be fantastic, man. I'm wondering in-game if we do another year loan for him or if we just try him out next year. We've got Anthony. And we've got Alanga as well. Alanga, I do like a lot. Laird will be good. I'm looking forward to using Laird. We may have some big departures. I'm not sure yet, kind of, where I want to go with departures. We'll take a look at the squad and we'll figure it out. I'd like to keep Dalot and Wan-Bissaka as long as I can. Obviously, if one goes, it will be Aaron Wan-Bissaka. We'll kind of figure it out as we go. Alanga. Abraham. Alanga, lad, you got 88 pace. Can you make some runs? Thank you. Alanga, can he take it around Mikolenko here? He can. Box towards Sancho. It's away. And it's going to be further cleared by Everton. Threatening, though. Threatening. Like I said, we are chilling a bit. Not going all out. Van de Beek getting in the way, but not being able to win the ball. Varane does eventually win it back for his team. Donny. Through to Tammy. Can we get back to Donny? No, because Donny didn't make the run. But Alanga will. And it's Everton are looking shaky, to be fair. This is a team we could very much break down. The reason they've been in the relegation battle the majority of the season. Abraham. Alanga. Oh, that's dirty. That is dirty. He's griddying at Goodison. Rhythm is a dancer, by the way, just in case you're wondering. What a finish. Played through by Abraham, just off the edge of the box. Finds that top left. That's a lovely little finish. I'd like Alanga to stick around, but maybe we loan out Alanga and try Diallo in the first team. How did Alanga score? With fucking precision. First goal! Let's go! He might not be doing the greatest in real life now, but I'm always an advocate for Alanga in career mode. He's so fun to use, but maybe we loan him out and try Diallo. We'll see. I say we'll see. Really, I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm kind of hoping for some suggestions as well. Wan-Bissaka. Alanga, can you make the move, lad? Well, it was meant for Tammy. How it's gone that far is interesting, I guess, to say the least. Ball up to Gay. And it could be something for Everton here. Something out of nothing. Don't commit Martinez, just commit Wan-Bissaka. We don't need to commit Martinez, he's a centre-back. Alanga can't do that in real life. 1 goal in 18 matches. Ah, well, it's very true. Andros Townsend still at Everton. No wonder they're in the relegation battle. No offense to Andros Townsend because he's scored a banger against us, but he is. I mean, Everton need to upgrade. Connor Cody, not the greatest headers, and it won't trouble us at all. It's a goal kick. I mean, at the most this season now, I think it's 73 points we can get, or 70 points potentially. I don't remember. What I do know is Alanga's through again. Oh, mate. Alanga's having a game today. Alanga's having a game. He wants to prove that he can stay around. Obviously, probably won't ever, no offence to the lad, unless we get a stupid offer for Anthony, which I might accept, just to make it interesting, but probably not. He will probably never start ahead of Anthony. Oh, Alanga, mate. All you have to do is knock that off through number 9. But yeah, unless I get a mental offer for Anthony that I physically can't turn down, then the right wing spot will always be our number 21s. Alanga, back to Donny. Alanga again, through the middle, was trying to find Fernandez. We eventually got it to him, but now he's in a bit of a pickle. Casemiro, one more goal of season contender. Not on that occasion. Obviously, we're not going to do awards and everything like that. I don't have the facilities for that, big man. But Casemiro's goals this season have been wonders to watch. Sancho. Towards Tammy. Casemiro will win it back. It's head tennis right now. Gonna come to Alanga. Oh, good tackle from Connor Cody. Mikolenko will get it away. Cody being loaned to Everton might be one of the weirdest loans I've seen. And I've seen Weghorst loaned to Man United, so. Tammy Abraham. Oh, they've read it perfectly. Neil's going to try and take it up on the left, but Sancho hits it straight. His teammate, Van der Beek, gets a save from Begovic. Sancho can't really do much when Tammy Abraham just standing in the way. Ref, I'm claiming for nothing because it was a clean tackle, but you just never know, right? You don't know if you try. Or until you try. Well, Casemiro can't out. Sancho's going to go for goal this season. What a pass to Alanga, by the way, if he can reach it. Somehow it's gone for a corner. That was a shot, by the way. Just in case no one picked that up. Fernandez is going to put the cross in here, off this side. I think I'm going to keep my faith in Sancho, but we'll see what other options are available. Kvaratskhelia is still around as well, so he'll stick around for the long term. Towards Martinez, into Begovic. He had to go through his defender to get it, but it is a save. Headed away to Casemiro. Abraham holding up the ball. Sancho. Now there's no Abraham in the way. Oh! No Tammy Abraham in the way means a goal for big boy Sanch. Maybe not goal of the season, but a fantastic goal by it's a brilliant goal. Casemiro may have topped it with his earlier antics in the season, but that is nice. That is very nice. 2-0 now to the good, and we can relax a bit more than we already were. We were never really going all out for this one. Just knocked my water bottle over. See Casemiro's second goal yesterday? Yes, it was lovely into that bottom corner. It was such a great finish. Casemiro just all over yesterday was fantastic. I mean, it is only Reading, but like still. Nice little finish. Townsend, and now Everton move. Go try and get back into this one. They do need to if they don't want to get sucked back into that relegation battle. If the teams below them win, and we beat them here today, they could be in the mud. I tried to get off to Sancho. Didn't happen in time. We will get the ball back though with Luke Shaw. To end the half. Can we get another one? Tammy. Oh, it's a good save from Begovic. Can Alanga get there? Not quite. So that'll probably do the half. 2-0 at the break. Gakpo scored it against Preston. Everyone will be posting it. Yeah, exactly. It's because everyone hates Man United. It's so stupid. The media hate Man United. Like, oh yeah, Casemiro scored. (2-0 to the good. Sancho and Alanga being menaces off the wing. They get both the goals so far today. Alanga's finish was nice and Sancho's finish was even better. But realistically, this is always a game we're going to win. Man City leading Brighton 1-0 at half-time at the Amex, which means at the moment the title race is still on. Who will win it? That'll be the interesting fact on the final day to find out. But taking a look at the stats, we've outclassed Everton. We've not even been trying. I hate to say that, but we've really not. It's just been outplaying Everton like clockwork. We've had 57% possession to their 43, 13 shots to their 1, at 1.6 expected goals, and they've not expected anything. And realistically, we could just sit back now and relax. I mean, Everton, they've been in the relegation battle all season. They've managed to survive, I think, at this point. But at the same time, I don't know the points gap. So they may, if they lose this, it may put them back in to the relegation battle. I'm not going to look until after the Palace game. But it's not even been difficult. Everton be so easy to break down. Like, literally, Fernandez is right there. Right, No, like... The whole point was Fernandes is right there and I'd score it, but then he's hit the post. God damn. Bruno. Kicking the ball through. I'm glad we signed Tammy though, because not only has it made given us more goals through Tammy, it's also given us more goals through Rashford. Now he has competition. Sancho to Bruno. That's got to be third. Oh, what a save, Bego. Begovic. Well, that's fantastic stop. Dwight McNeil. Going to make way for Damari Gray. That might be the move that Everton need to try and get back into this one. So far today, we've had 3-2-0 leads, and every time they've got a goal back. Well, we had 2-2-0 leads. This is the third one, obviously. They've got a goal back in the previous games. Will it happen today for Everton? Varane sends him to the floor. I think it was Mikolenko. Casemiro. Bruno. Wasn't Mikolenko because he's down there. Bruno trying to find the way through here. Casemiro to Donny. Donny! Oh. Alanga. Into Bruno. Oh, it's not going to fall for him. Casemiro in the way of Maupay, who's had nothing today. Absolutely nothing to shout about in terms of chances. In terms of anything, actually. That could open up now because we fucked committing Dalot. It's not a good idea, but Martinez closes it down. And it's actually not Dalot who got on the pitch, it's Wan-Bissaka. And we nearly messed up. Try to pass it to him. De Gea to Luke Shaw. Bruno. Oh, it's cut out. Referee. Hold on a minute. He's got the ball here. Fair play to him, but like that didn't look like a ball getter. He actually. Oh my god! How? How does he? What the fuck? Man, that's a clean tackle as well, but it just looked like he tried to go and murder Bruno. Well, I mean, fair enough, I guess. Casemiro wins it back. Alanga won't get the ball here. It was actually meant for Van de Beek anyway. We've got the ball somehow still in it. Oh, it was for Van de Beek as well. Could sign Hendrick. I'll take a look. That's not a bad shout, you know. But now he's at Madrid. I don't know if he'll want anything to do with us. We are Europa League after all, and they'll probably be Champions League again. We'll have to look at where other teams finish in their leagues. Like kind of the big five. When I check the league tables of other countries as well. So we'll do all that and then we'll decide what we're going to do with some of the squad. But most of the decision making will be done in season 2 next episode. But I'll definitely shortlist players this episode, and I'll keep an eye on them. Hendrick's one I'll need to remember to do. Corner Everton. You know, we should probably make some changes as well, to be honest, innit? I mean, it doesn't make a big difference because Palace, whether we're going to lose against Palace, it's not going to matter. We'll give Garnacho a game because he's very good. So he can come on. Rashi can come on. We don't have another set mid for Fernandes. Oh well. We'll give Anthony's proper rest and we'll give Alanga the full game because Alanga's been fun to use. He's always fun to use in career mode. Those are the changes we'll do for now. Sancho, Tammy and Donny coming off. Garnacho, Rashford and McTominay coming on. I really wish I could have used Garnacho more this year, but we signed Kvaratskhelia, and Garnacho's kind of been an afterthought, which kind of sucks because he shouldn't be an afterthought. He should be one of the main players. Well, not one of the main players, but down the line he'll be one of the main players. So we'll just have to get a loan for him, I think, and hope he can grow there at whatever his loan club will be. I think it makes the most sense. Alanga through to McTominay. What? Why is McTominay doing this? Oh, I don't know. There's Garnacho. Oh, I should have just shot with McTominay. Although it is McTominay, so you can understand why I didn't. Garnacho was an option, though. Where is my striker? Where? Has it changed the fucking shit about? No. So where is Rashford? Wan-Bissaka cuts that one out. We'll go again. Where was Rashford in that whole play, by the way? Alanga. Back into Rashford. Dalot. Oh, McTominay, sorry, not Dalot. I keep thinking Dalot's on the pitch. He's not been on the pitch for the whole 90 minutes. My brain's not on. I'm still trying to recover from the hangover. Rashi. McTominay back to Rashford. Can't find his way through. Past Connor Cody on that occasion. Alright, Varane just bully him. Yeah. Wan-Bissaka could cover. Alanga. Oh, Brighton equalised, but City are leading again. Rashi, Garnacho. Back to Rashi. Oh, well, it should have been back to Rashi. He's won the ball at least. Still on. Alanga. McTominay. Casemiro. Oh, I could have tried to just shoot with Rashford there, but I wanted to get Garnacho involved. He's not very happy, and I want to get him involved a bit more before the end of the season, so he doesn't remain unhappy. I mean, he probably will, but oh boy, Demarai Gray, he's annoying. Annoyingly good, but still annoying. Oh, fuck off. There he gets that. Yep. Okay, good. I was gonna say for a second, I didn't know if he would. Garnacho. Rashi, make the run, mate. He got his defence on tenterhooks. That's good from the full-back, though. Tried to go away from the centre-back, and the full-back came in and did the job instead. Everton have been a little bit better in the second half. They won't win the match, but they've been a little bit better. They'll probably get their goal because every team has to score past me. I'm not allowed clean sheets. Garnacho. Rashford. Back to Garnacho here. Alanga's there. It could be Alanga for a second today. Will it be Alanga for a second today? It won't. I don't know how it won't, but it should have been. Just past the post. Mikalenko coming off now for Ben Godfrey. A defensive substitution at 2-0 down probably isn't the move, but who am I to, be a manager? I'm only a manager of Manchester United. Rashford's been at Man United since he was 5. Yeah, he's been in the academy since day. Well, since day. He's been in the academy a long time, alright. Point is, yeah, he's a United legend. He's always going to be United. And he's always going to be in this career mode. It's just a matter of where I'm going to put him. It might not be striker for the entirety, but he will always be about. I'm never selling Rashford. Have no fear. Rashford will be here till the dying days, or the glory days, depending on which way we go with this career mode. Garnacho. Into Bruno. Can he turn his man? No. Bruno might, obviously not this, maybe not next season, but down the line, Bruno might need to be replaced. I've not really had too much faith in him. The first half of the season, he was fantastic because he was the only one getting the goals, and he's kind of the standout. But the second half, now that we've got goals coming from other players and quality coming from other players, it just seems as if Bruno's not as good. If that makes sense. Rashford doesn't get the shot off, but it doesn't matter because we win 2-0. Clean sheets and a win at Goodison. May plunge Everton back into a relegation battle, but it definitely doesn't matter for us. If Newcastle beat whoever they play on the final day, I can't remember. I think it was. I'm gonna be honest, I can't remember. We'll check after. I also need to check Pickford's club and add Endrick to the transfer list, or to the transfer hub, the shortlist. But a 2-0 win. Alanga and Sancho was just kind of consolidating in that second half. We could have had a couple more goals. I was just trying to play around a little bit, get some other players some goals, get some lesser used players some more minutes as well. But in the end, we win, and that's all that matters. 2-0 win over Everton. Looking at the stats, it really, really, really should have been more. 57 to 43 turns of possession, 19 shots to 3, 3.1 expected goals to 0.8. It's a great game for us, to be fair, but that's us relaxed, by the way. Imagine if we'd thrown all the fucking kitchen sink at it, we'd been 6-0 up. Varane, man of the match, solid in defence today, and despite being a bit shaky for some of this season, towards the end of the season, he's been back to his best, and I love him. Alanga with a goal and an 8. Casemiro, strong in midfield. Now one has been a bit shaky, but he's come back into it as well and become a brilliant DM once again, as we know he can be. Sometimes it's just a bit of time you've got to give players. Fullbacks, fantastic, keeping the Everton wingers quiet. Wan-Bissaka with a 7.9, Shaw 7.8. Hopefully, well, I think both of these are in my plans for next season. Somehow we'll figure it out. Jadon Sancho 7.4 and a goal. Tammy Abraham with both of the assists today. Didn't score, but contributed in 7.4 from him as well. David De Gea with the clean sheet. Only one shot he had to save, and it was right at him in the first half. When, was it in the first half? It might have been the second half, but it was when Wan-Bissaka didn't receive the pass from Martinez, and they got a little shot off, but it was straight at De Gea. kids play, to be fair, pretty much. And then for Everton, their man of the match, if you could pick one, that was Mikolenko, 7.3. I don't know how he's done it, because Alanga was running ragged around him, but fair enough. Begovic was 7.2. He had 9 shots in his goal, made 7 saves, but unfortunately did let 2 in, and there were 2 very good goals that weren't really stoppable, so you can't blame him too much. At the end of the day, we got what we deserved. We got the win. Let's get to the post-match interview. Man City drew. Brighton may have just given Liverpool the Premier League title, by the way. I think it's a 3-point gap between Liverpool and City, and I think Liverpool have the better goal difference. That kind of straightforward when you're expecting. We got the result we deserved in the end. If Liverpool lose, oh well, I mean yeah, but I'll check the last games and see who they play. I think it's going to be Liverpool's because their goal difference is way, way, way ahead of Man City's. I don't care. I don't want either of them to win it, to be honest, but I don't have that choice anymore. Our attacking play is always a threat. Down the double over Everton. Where is Pickford? I need to remember to check that. Thank you, because I nearly forgot. Unless City win 99-0. Stranger things have happened. That's all I'm saying. 9 out of 10's all over the pitch. Just relaxed. And enjoyed the second half rather than pushing too hard. The opposition didn't really do anything. Never mind just second half. Yeah, 1 shot on target, and it was the easiest shot in the world to save. It was straight at Big Dave. Right, inbox. What have we got? Hewitt position change option. Alexander Hewitt has finally become a winger. Will it do anything to his overall? Boom. It will. It puts him up 2, and then we'll put him on a little cheeky development plan to up his attacking work rates just quickly, and his dribbling a bit as well. So that works fine for me. Take a look around the academy. We may need to release some of the dross at some point, but we'll do that next season now. This is probably how the academy stays. Hancock was literally... he's only here because of his name, and that wasn't even me who picked it. That wasn't even me who picked him to be in. So don't blame me for Hancock, alright? We'll send him out on loan next season and see what he does, but don't blame me if he doesn't stick around. Right, we'll advance up to the Crystal Palace game, and then we'll do all the checks we need to do. Youth player unsettled. Malangu, Fofana, Moss, and Parkin all unsettled. They'll all come up. I want them all. Parkin, enter. Fofana, enter. Malangu, or Moss, sorry, enter. And Malangu, enter. They all are future stars at this club, and I want them all in. I think I've got the right ones. Parkin, Moss, Fofana, and Malangu. All right. Maguire wants the last game of the season. Do we do it? Do we just say fuck it? Do we just say fuck it and give him it? Transfers. Right, so first of all, where is big boy Picky? Because he wasn't in the Everton net, and I think he's at Spurs, but I couldn't remember. He is, in fact, at the Tottenham. He wanted to swap a relegation battle for guaranteed no trophies. I don't think there's really an upgrade there, but he is at Spurs. And now Endrick. Endrick was the one to add to the shortlist. Obviously, we need to scout him out as well. But Endrick is not in the game. Hold up. What? Is he? Does he go by a different name in FIFA? I'm gonna check my career mode app real quick because he's not there. The only thing I could think of is if he hasn't moved to Madrid yet, his team might not be in the game. But surely, right? Endrick. No, he's not in the game. Wow, okay, well. I guess we can't do the Endrick move. That's a bit stinky. But I'm guessing his current team that he's at isn't in the game. That's the only reason I can think of. But he's not there. Why? How dare he not be there? We were looking excited for Endrick. I would actually love to sign him as well. But fucking, I don't know. Other things have prevailed. So let's take a look. But we'll take a look at title race because I don't really care. Actually, we don't need to look at title race. Oh, we can take the matches without looking at title race. Maybe we'll keep it a surprise then. So, last day, Liverpool got West Ham. Newcastle got Nottingham Forest, so they're probably going to get 5th, which is fine. I'll accept that. Endrick Felipe, I will go back and check in a second then. Hopefully he's in the game. But yes, Newcastle have Forest, so they'll probably get 5th. Liverpool have West Ham. Arsenal have Brentford. City have Leeds. Chelsea have Leicester. We've got Palace. I mean, there's a outside chance that City could take it. But I'm not going to go look at the top now because I want to keep it a surprise. But it probably will be Liverpool, won't it? We know Arsenal are fourth. They're going to get top four. The top four will remain the top four, which at the moment is Liverpool, Manchester City, Chelsea, and Arsenal. I'll check for the Endrick Felipe. I don't think he'll be here though, unfortunately. Endrick. What if I put Felipe? Will he come up? Felipe. He's young, so he's not going to be any of these oldies. He's like 16, isn't he? Pablo Felipe, I don't think that's it. He must just not be in the game. Right, what club is he at in real life? Before, well, obviously he's going to move to Madrid. But, I mean, before the Madrid. Because that'll probably be where he's at just now. Endrick Felipe. He's at Palmeiras. Palmeiras? Why is he not in the game? Hold on. We're going to do a little bit of fact finding here. Brazilian League. Where is it? Do they have? Is the Brazilian League in the game? Actually, the Brazilian League might not be in the game, and that might be the problem. Yeah, that I think is the issue. There is no Brazilian League. Will it be in one of these CONMEBOL things? Palmeiras. I don't see them. Liverpool are there. There's a different Liverpool. No, Palmeiras. Barcelona. What? Okay. He just isn't in the game then, I guess, or at least it won't be yet. Palmeiras. Where is my boy Endrick? We've got Fredetino. That just sounds like a fake name. Derson Dennis. Cabrice, who is quite good, but has none. He must just not have been put in the game yet. We gave it our all. We looked for him everywhere we could. No, he's not in the game yet. That's a poo. What can you do? Unfortunately, Endrick will be a little but a memory. But as always, FIFA 24 career mode, you know? Right, news stories before we get into our final game of the season. Everton welcome Man United for the league clash. They're going to be very unhappy with that result. We did beat them 2-0. Sancho goal seals Everton defeat. Sancho strike helps his team grab a 2-0 win against Everton. Repeat the triumph. League double. We overcome him. He's not happy, Frankie. He's gone in real life. So this is last FIFA, remember. What do you mean? This is... Well, it doesn't have to be FIFA 24 then. What, EA 24, whatever they call it. The next game is what I'm on about, and you know that. United host Crystal Palace for the final game of the season. Crystal Palace, I don't think they're playing for anything. I don't think we're really playing for anything either. So it's kind of just whatever. We could probably rotate players and they'll get a lot of time. They're going probably full strength. They've got Tavernier, as in Rangers is Tavernier, which is interesting. An interesting move. Martial's still injured. Yep, Shabalala gets the run. I don't even care. Anyone else can be discussed, but Shabalala gets the run for the last game because he will probably find a loan next season for a little while. I'm not giving Henderson the run out because I trust issues. Absolute trust issues with him, and he's going. De Gea, Malacia. Fullbacks will probably stay the same. Should we just go strong and say fuck it? Start Bryant. Bryant. Where is Bryant? Am I blind? I might be blind. Where is Bryant? Unless it's an autocorrect. We've got Parkin, Moss, Fafana, Petit, Dawson, Perry, Malangu. Malangu might get one. You know, Malangu is one. Just basically because of his name. What happened to Bryant? Wait. Was there a Bryant? I don't know why Nightbot deleted your message, but I saw it before it got deleted. Was there a Bryant? Is he still in the academy? Unless you mean Braun. In which case, maybe. But I'm trying to think who you're thinking of. I'm doing another little search here now because remember you started someone called Bryant. I did? Today or in a previous episode? None of these. I mean, we had this guy. We didn't have. We never had. I don't have people with no player faces, so that's no. I don't want. Oh, I was looking for Bryant's. Okay, I want to look for the Bryant's. Oh, fuck off, man. Are you sure it was Bryant? It wasn't Bryant kneeling. The other Bryant would be the bottom one of the list, which was a whole name every time because so many Bryants. Ortega. But we didn't have any of those. So unless it was somebody else, maybe I'm not sure. If I could, maybe he's on loan. Maybe I'm just dumb and he's on loan. Is he on loan? That's the wrong page. VTech, Parkin, Fafana, Henderson. There's Bernard. I didn't start him this year though. The case of the missing Bryants. I don't know if there ever was, but it could have been. Well, while we're figuring it out, I'm putting all the youth players on loan, so they're ready to find loans next season. Elise Petit is already going out on loan. Dawson's on loan. Fafana can be put on the loan list. Malanga, loan list. I'd like to see some of these South African boys grow because it'd be so much fun to have them in the squad full time. Thomas Moss would be a brilliant one to have. Parkin, I'm looking forward to maybe down the line as well. Was there a Bryant? You'll check. Okay, no worries. I'll waste time for now. Ethan Galbraith, his contract won't expire surely because he's out on loan. It should auto renew. If it doesn't, then again, I guess it's not the biggest loss. I would like to keep him around if I could, but it should just auto renew, right? I mean, Ethan Laird's was on a expiry, and I never renewed that, and it auto renewed. He was a striker. Are you sure I started someone called Bryant at striker? Was it Sesko? Benjamin? I don't. It might have been Sesko. I don't know at this point. This is a mystery. Martial can't be him because he's still injured for another 7 weeks. Definitely not Sesko. I haven't released anyone, and I haven't sold anyone. What game did I start him against? I'll try and figure out from that. But there's no. I mean, there's one Bryant who's a striker, and it's Bryant Albizo, but we never used him. He's out at Caracas. Or was it Bryant? Was Bryant his last name? Because if that's the case, then absolutely, I've no idea. The only thing I could think of, maybe he was in the academy and he cancelled his contract. But we've only had one person do that, and that was Albert Guy, just because I simply forgot. Speaking of which, where did Albert Guy go? Because I did like him. It wasn't any of these guys, was it? I mean, probably not. I don't know who it was at this point. Um, yeah, where did Albert Guy go? Did he just go out the game? He did. Wow. Well, I'm gonna need to do the game at some point. We'll just go with what I was thinking and just rotate a couple of youth players in. But I don't know where the fuck. Bryant might be a player, but I don't remember. He defo looked like an academy. He looked like an academy. I haven't released anyone from the academy. I'm going to be going looking for all the other episodes, looking for a Bryant after this. I've started Rashford, I've started Martial, I've started Chesko, I've started all the strikers we've got. But I can't think of Bryant. Academy or region. I don't want to sound bad, but I think it might not be a real player. I don't remember using him ever, and I can't. He's nowhere on the whole career mode, so I don't know. Maybe you're right, or maybe I'm wrong, but I don't remember using a Bryant. We'll start Rashford. We'll do Rashford instead. But I don't. If he was in, where the no, I'm gonna start Malangu. What was I gonna do? Yeah, if he was in the game, I don't know where he's gone. If he was ever a thing, that if he was a player and he's just disappeared out of thin air, that's mental. I'm gonna go back through the episodes after this and see if there was ever a Bryant, because now I'm concerned. Now I feel like I've messed up somewhere along the line. We're just gonna throw all the youth academies in just for their first ever games, because why not? Petit on the bench. Parkin on the bench. Oh, do we put Parkin in goal? I mean, no stats don't lend to it, but fuck, who cares, right? It's final day of the season. Let's have a bit of banner. Fofana, bench. Try to fit as many as we can into the lineup. All the big names on the fucking reserves. We'll have Rashford on the bench, though. We'll have, obviously, some of them on the bench, just in case of emergency. But I'm down to give the youths some game time in the final game of the season. So a very, very rotated team. Casemiro's the captain. No, thank you. Actually, yeah, probably actually. Casemiro probably is the captain for this one. We'll give him one game of the armband. So Parkin in between the sticks, Malacia and Dallo as the fullbacks, Martinez and Varane as the centre back, Casemiro CDM and captain, Ericsson as centre mid, Perry pushing a little bit further up in cam, Moss off the left, Dawson off the right, and Malangu will get his start in the United shirt. Realistically, Crystal Palace are looking at this lineup and they'll be like, the hell's going on here? Old Trafford will host the final game of the season. I swear you played him versus Leipzig. Oh, the only thing I could think of is maybe I transferred him. But then he beat another club. I'm going to play this match now because I do want to get this match done and out of the way, and I will absolutely check after and see if I transferred him. I may have done. But surely he'd be in the... I don't know. This is weird. Leipzig. I have to go find the Leipzig episodes and I'll look back. Šeško was in Leipzig. Was it Šeško? Maybe it was Šeško all along. I know Šeško was in one of the Leipzig games. But I'll try to think of the Bryant. Maybe you're confusing with a different career mode, perhaps. The other thing is maybe you're confusing my career mode with someone else's, and they've got a Bryant. I don't know at this point. Maybe there is a Bryant. I will take a look at the transfer dealings after this game, because now now I want to know if I had a Bryant. We've gone heavily rotated. Crystal Palace's manager will be asking who half these fuckers are. So am I, to be fair. I haven't changed the numbers of any of them. No number 7s like Shabalala. I didn't include Shabalala! Oh, fuck! Oh, mate. I've had a stinker. Sub him on right now. He's not on the bench. I forgot to put him on the bench. Oh, the one person I wanted in the last game. I've had an absolute honker there, man. Well, I'm not resetting. We're just going to go with it. We're just going to have to go with it. I'm an idiot. The one person I've wanted to involve more than anyone, and he's not even here. How do I forget Shabalala? Who the fuck is that GK's? Parkin. I literally just called him up there. I want to see what he can do in the last game of the season against Palace. He's 64 rated, so I'm expecting nothing. His stats are shit, so I'm expecting nothing. But this is kind of just a day out for the Youth Academy players because we've got nothing to play for. Newcastle are too far ahead of us now, I think. They'll beat Forest, and if they don't beat Forest, then by God have I made a mistake starting all the Youth Academy players. We'd only got to 5th anyway, so it ain't the end of the world. We've still got the normal back four, so if we concede, it's because the back four has let us down. Parkin is not going to do much, really, is he? Perry into Moss. Malanga making a run. It's an awful ball from Moss, who is not quite the finished article yet. Once he becomes a finished article, by God will he be fun to use. But currently, he's still in embryonic stage, still in development. Martinez takes down Traffert. We'll get it away. There was a goal there, but I didn't see who for Chris Kamara. Dawson. Oh, look at the pace of Dawson, man. Dawson will be a fun one. Okay, well, you know, it'll be a fun one if you could pass. I mean, it's kind of just to suss out who's going to be okay from this batch of academy graduates. Realistically, they're all hopefully going to go out on loan. But for any of them that don't get a loan deal and stick around, we can put them in some cup games, see what they're capable of as well. But realistically, I'm hoping loans for the majority of them. Also, Palace, if you get beaten by a team with these youth players in, that is a little bit embarrassing, would you not say? Perry. Try to pick up Fernandes. Imagine playing Bruno Fernandes. It's not Bruno, is it? It's... Who have I used? Who did I use alongside Perry? Ericsson. Was it Ericsson? I don't even know if it was Ericsson. It is Ericsson because I'm controlling him right now. Oh, good tackle from Diogo Dalot. Martinez passing the ball like shit. Malacia passing the ball slightly better. Moss into Malanga. Or Perry, let's just say. Sign Patrick Ferry. He's lowest rated. Just for the memes. Varane. Oh, rises to it. Dawson. I don't want to put my manager rating in jeopardy for memes. Dawson. Go on, Malanga. Go on, Malanga. Kasana. Malanga. Oh, great save from Sam Johnston. I mean, okay, thank God it's a fucking first team player taking the corners. I thought for a second there it had one of the youth players on him. Ericsson towards Licha. It's away only as far as Malanga. Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of work to be done. Casemiro can't win the header. Varane can though. Perry doesn't. Dawson does. Can't. It's like a fucking head tennis right now. Okay, we've lost. We lost the head tennis game. If we lose to Palace, I mean, understandable, really, innit? With some of the players we're using. Dalot and Perry. We're just really hoping we can defend well enough that Parkin doesn't have to do much of anything, to be honest. Ericsson out to Dawson, who I quite like the look of already. Malanga is on. Oh, he's not going to score though. Tompkins in the way. I think it's Aston Villa beating Spurs. I don't know why that has any bearing whatsoever. Spurs are actually looking like they're going to finish bottom half, which is quite funny. Palace have got to be wondering how the fuck they're not up a goal. They've not even had a shot, I don't think. If they would have had a shot, it'd probably gone in. I'd have remembered that. Oh no. Oh no, I spoke too soon. Yeah, that's the perks of having a 64 rated goalkeeper, ladies and gents. The ball is right at him and he's not saved it. We are probably going to lose this one. It's Hudson Edouard, probably going to score his easiest career goal. The ball is right there. It's not happened for us on that occasion. Patrick Vieira loving life. Well, I'd be lying if I said I didn't expect it. Edouard, 7th goal of the season. First attempt at Parkin's goal goes in. He's definitely needing the loan. I mean, he could be good down the line. He's tall as fuck. He could be good down the line, but currently, obviously not Premier League quality. Malacia. I don't know where is my left winger? He's there in midfield. Alright, Moss. Into Ericsson. Malanga. Can he take his man on? No, it's a great tackle. And Tav will get it away. Edouard plays it on. Oh, Tav and Edouard on the same team. Interesting. Celtic and Rangers coming together at Palace. Ericsson. Casemiro. Oh, Moss is making a good run, but I can't fucking make the pass. Sorry, Moss lad. And now it runs over. Perry. Casemiro. Has taken every touch. Right, we need the big names to step up if we want the fucking youth academy players. to do something in this match. The one I've been impressed by so far is probably Dawson. He seems to be a little threat on that right-hand side, although Malanga's had a good couple of chances as well. But Dawson's impressed me the most out of the youth bunch so far. Casemiro to Dawson. Dallo, overlapping run. Inside to Eriksen. Oh, what sort of fucking touch is that? Guehi's done really well, to be fair. What sort of touch is that? Casemiro, Eriksen. That wasn't from Malanga. Malanga's been stiffed by the game there. Lovely. You gonna stiff my fucking 60 rated players over a game. Troffert is playing time wasting for Palace. Okay, interesting. Looking back, starting all the youth players wasn't the move unless I had I mean, I really wish I brought Shabalala, man. It'd be a good day out for him, but I'm an idiot. Martinez keeps it in. And Casemiro just fucks it all up. And now we're in trouble again. Can we get the ball away? They're pressing us like no tomorrow. Oh, Dawson sends him to the floor. Eriksen makes the move. Malanga asks for the ball. Malanga receives the ball. Malanga versus Tompkins. Oh, it's blocked. Chelsea go 2-0 up. I don't think it'll be enough for them to get the title now at this point, but they've had a great second half of the season of Chelsea. They started off quite poorly, whereas we've gone the other way. We started off quite well and ended quite well. I guess we're okay, but everyone else keeps winning. Dawson. Try to find the pass through to Perry. And yeah, Dawson looks the best out of the bunch so far, in my opinion. 1-0 at the break, potentially. It could be more. I don't know if that was a shot or a ball forward. Put Rashford on, see what happens. I want to give Malanga more of a chance, but I will switch Rashford on at some point. I'll put him on about the hour mark. But Malanga's showing promise. Malanga's showing promise, definitely. Jack Perry's not out of the game. Maybe we bring on Rashford for Perry. Edouard, the only goal scorer at Old Trafford. And we're 1-0 down because we are playing literally a bunch of 16-year-olds. Newcastle leading Forest 2-0. They'll get that last spot, so I'm not even worried anymore. Liverpool beating West Ham 1-0. Brentford with a shock lead over Arsenal to try to help their survival boost. Bournemouth and Southampton drawing 1-1 at the break. Wolves leading Brighton 1-0. Manchester City leading Leeds 1-0. 2-0 to Chelsea over Leicester. Fulham 1-0 over Everton. And Aston Villa drawing 1-1 with Spurs. Take a look at the stats half-time. They won't favour us for a change. Oh, they do. Oh. Okay. I mean, you just need to shoot at my goalkeeper, you'll score, and that's evidenced by the stats. 59 to 41 in terms of possession, 4 shots to 1, and 0.7 expected goals, 0.3. Right, let's see what we can do with the lads in the second half. We will make changes if necessary, because I don't want to end on a loss, really. But again, I do want to give these guys all the time in the world to try and develop a bit more. But obviously they'll go on loan next year. Malanga, Perry, Eriksen, Christian Eriksen, immediate! Oh my God, the Youth Academy boys. The Youth Academy boys were all involved there. I don't think one wasn't, apart from the goalkeeper, obviously. That was great play. And that's what the future could be. And in the end, it's Christian Eriksen who gets the finish. But that's what the future could be. Great finish on his weak foot as well, into the bottom left. And an equaliser. Theo Johnson was saying, right, lads, I know we're fucking around, but we do need sun. And then Eriksen's like, all right, Gaffer, we'll get you sun. And we've equalised. I don't think there was one youth player. Well, maybe Dawson. Was Dawson involved? I think he was, actually. Good tackle by Moss. Oh, come on, lads. Come on, the boys. Brand new to football. But they're on. I mean, they're on for the future. Oh, Moss, if you could get that ball through to Malanga, man, that would have been fucking golden. Especially after a tackle. After Hayes. A goal happened. I think West Ham scored, it said on the stream. I'm trying to not pay attention too much to it because I don't really care. When you get Thingy's voice in your ear, kind of distracts you a little bit. Malanga, turn, shoot. Oh, Malanga. Malanga's definitely something though. If nothing else, just for his name. Malacia. Casemiro to Perry. Down to Moss. We're kicking some of these youth boys, you know. Okay, well, it's obviously not something that's going to be very well cooked because he's just fucked the ball completely. He's undercooked it. Ericsson. Can he win this header? Can anyone win the header from the United side? Just about. Can't get the ball off, unfortunately. And we've committed. We've committed here, boys. We've committed. We've very much committed. Varane blocks it. Palace throw. Malanga man of the match. Maybe. I really would like him to score, but I don't think he will today, unfortunately. Oh, Parkin with a save at his near post. Come on, lad. I was so ready to say De Gea saved it, but it was Parkin. Eze coming on for Schlupp. I kind of want to just keep this lineup for the full 90. I may bring on Rashford late if we actually do need a winner. But I kind of want to keep this full lineup. Perry. Can we counter with these youth boys? Malanga. Oh my god. Oh no, Gay's caught up. Oh dear. Alright, well we need some options here. Malanga's done well to get that far, to be fair to him. Moss. Malanga. Oh, it's going to bounce to Ericsson instead! Oh, it's a save by Johnston. Oh, right. Ericsson's probably feeling like a granddad here in the midfield and attack of teenagers. Some of these just finished school. Ericsson's been playing for years. Do we actually have a left-footed corner taker? Can we even do an outswinger? Martinez, is he? No, alright, okay, cool. You know what, we'll go short then. I'm not going to whip it into the box anyway. Ericsson short to Perry. There's Malanga. Dreams! Oh, okay, well. You don't know unless you try, innit? Maybe I should have tried. But at the same time, why not, really? Why not? We're here to have fun. We can't get anything now. Newcastle are 3-0 up. We're not going to get 5th spot. We'll just vibe now, I think. Malacia wins the ball after Varane makes a tackle. Perry out to Moss. Moss. Malanga. Turn your man, Malanga. Oh, Johnston, you're such a party pooper. I hope you know that. Perry can't win the header, but Casemiro will get the loose ball. Ericsson. Malanga. Ah, you know what? I'm not bringing off Malanga, but I just saw Ericsson was exhausted. I want to yell at Sam Johnston. He's just saving everything that my youth striker's throwing at him. That's the only change I'm making. I'm sorry, Rashford, but I want to see what... If we draw, then it's on me. I'm loving using these guys just for a bit of fun at the end of the season. Just to relax, wind down the season. We can't get any higher in the table. We're not going to fall any lower in the table. 6th place finish for the first season, I'll absolutely take. McTominay on the corner. Oh, because I brought Ericsson off. Ah, shit. But my only good corner taker off. Malanga. Malacia. It's blocked by fucking... Who's it blocked by? Casemiro. You dick! Oh, Elise has the room. Because there's no Malacia. Martinez will get in the way. Oh, boy. Moss. Does nothing. Oh, shit. Oh, boy. Oh, parking. I mean, it's a simple save, but for a 64 rated, you have to applaud it still. McTominay. Dawson, move, man. I know you got the pace. I know you got the ability, man. You've got a great first half. Dawson. Malanga. Come on, lad. Come on, lad. Oh! He's not going to get it today. Oh, he's not going to get it. You know what, bringing Rashford on the wing. Bringing Rashford on the wing. Malanga deserves to stay on. We're bringing Rashford on the wing. Tompkins coming off. I didn't see who was coming on. We'll bring Rashford on the wing. Dawson's had a good game. Rashford comes on. Malanga's been fantastic, and I want to see him get that goal. Whether he does or doesn't, I want to give him the best chance. He's a man I fell in love with since day one, in terms of the name and in terms of the ability he's got. And hopefully at some point in the series we'll see it come to fruition, but it's going to take a lot of work. Malacia. Casemiro. Perry now. Malanga. Out to Moss. Perry. Why is Malanga out so far wide? I don't know. Malanga. Oh, he's been clattered. Oh, he's clattered him, to be fair. Perry, oh, play it around him then. I'll play it into him. What the fuck is the point in that? How does that do anyone any justice? If we ended the 1-1 draw, by the way, I'll absolutely take it with the fucking players we've used today. Liverpool, I think, have secured the title there. Trent bagging. And Palace bagging. Alright, well, I mean, we're always going to maybe struggle today. It's fine. Wilfried Zaha celebrating against his former club. What an asshole. Had maybe about 6 months here, but still. I mean, yes, you're scoring against 64 rated goalkeeper. But it's a full back four. What the hell are the defence doing? It's the proper back four we would use on a normal occasion. Whatever. I mean, we're here just to mess about in it. We've done what we need to do this season. We've got the FA Cup. We're probably still in a job. But, like, Zaha, you're celebrating like you've won the Premier League or something, mate. You scored against at least 6 18-year-olds. Well, at least 5, actually. I think it's 5. Moss, Malanga. God, they're fucking parking the bus now, aren't they? Malacia, Perry, Malanga, lad. Malanga, lad. Oh, just like, there's only so many excuses I can make for the cunt. I do love you, Malanga, but that has to be a goal. That has to go in. Well, I mean, we were asking for a loss, really. And I'm not fussed that we are going to lose, to be honest. But, like, some of these chances have been golden. Obviously, a better striker puts them away, but it's all fun and games, isn't it, I suppose, ultimately. Perry. Oh, can't find the ball for it to McTominay. And Malacia has decided just to run past Elise. Lovely. Alright, that helps. Helps a lot. Elise is probably just a good time waste as well. Fucking dickhead. Where are you going? Corner. Lovely. Well, Rashi's on the right. I put him on the right because I wanted to keep going Malanga, but I've obviously done the wrong move there. Malanga isn't doing this. He might be. I can't be too harsh on him. It's his first game ever. There's Rashi. He's lost the fucking... Oh, no, Rashi. I went to counter-attack with Rashi there. It's probably our last chance as well. Varane gets to McTominay, who loses out. They're just wasting time at this point. 5 minutes. Come on, lads. Oh, ref. Okay, we're continuing. No all ref about it, I suppose. Perry. Moss. Malanga. Malanga! There he is! It only took 20 million chances. The limbs Old Trafford for Malanga's first goal. Somehow we've got a point here today with 6 youth players getting their first ever games, and Malanga has arrived. If he missed this, I don't know if he has a place in this squad, to be honest. Calm, composed, and limbs. What a way for Malanga to start his season. Unfortunately, it's come right at the end of the season, but, I mean, there he is. Look at him. The Old Trafford faithful have a new hero, and that will do the trick. We'll take a point on the final day. It'll consolidate 6th. We can't get any higher because Newcastle battered for us. But that was an end, and that was the end we all wanted. A happy ending for Kasara Malanga. Finally gets his goal. Oh boy, what a fucking event. If only we'd had Shabalala, we would have won that. I'm really upset I didn't bring on Shabalala, but look at that, Malanga, 90. Oh, the last minute equaliser. We're watching that again because the limbs went off for that. Malanga turned into Brian Peter Crouch. Oh, beautiful. Let's watch it again. Drink it in the limbs. Full credit to Moss for making that opportunity, but Malangu, and there go the limbs. The fans go absolutely mental. Malangu's first goal, and it might be his only goal for a little while in the United shirt. But my God, am I putting all my eggs in the Malangu basket? I don't even care. What a talent. The fact they had so many opportunities as well, the fact that they got so many places for those opportunities. That's his debut. Yeah, that's his first ever game as a football player for Manchester United. 58 and 42 possession in favour of us. 40 shots to 5 and 4.2 expected goals to 1.5. Obviously, we should have won. And on any other day where we're not playing half of the children at the local fucking middle school, we do win that. But because we put our faith in the academy boys, gave them a try, gave them a go, we have only got a point. Thomas Moss, under the radar that game, under everything, but like he overperformed, I guess, in some concerns as well. He was fantastic. He was quiet on the left wing, but he was creative. And I know I said Dawson might be the breakout, but I think I've changed my mind. Thomas Moss was always one I earmarked from the day of the day one of the career mode of the youth academy being seen. He was always one that was going to look at as well as Malangu. An assist from him at an 8.6, but creative all day. Malangu had plenty of chances. As you can see, shots 11. Out of the 14 we had, Malangu had 11 of them. He did score eventually. And he gets an 8 rating. Dallo was strong at right back as usual. Jack Perry with an assist as well and a 7.4 rating for him. Christian Eriksen with the other goal and a 7.3. And that is the end of season 1. Of course, we'll still be here for about another half hour, 45 minutes, just wrapping up the season, getting all the information sorted, and maybe thinking about who we want to let go, who new signings we bring in as well. So just be kind of talking and admin for the next half hour, 45 minutes. If you came just for the gameplay and you want to go, understandable. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode, and I will see you for season 2 on Tuesday. But if you're sticking around and going to watch this whole just finale play out, Jesus Christ, Newcastle didn't hold back. I mean, we wouldn't have got fifth if we wanted to. All right, Newcastle. Sorry, lads. Well, we end on a draw, but young Thomas Moss was excellent today. Named man of the match and helped with a killer pass to get an assist for a vital goal. And he looks good. Ask me after 50 games. And he'll absolutely be in the plans. Obviously, these guys who got the runs today, these Youth Academy boys, will hopefully find a club on loan for either 1 year or 2 years just to grow them a little bit. But when they come back, they will be monsters. And I'm looking forward to it personally. And Malangu, the man of the moment, gets his moment. I mean, it's only a point against Palace, but when you think about who we used in that match, that's a massive point. It doesn't matter to anything because the table will stay the same. We'll still finish 6th, which is absolutely fine. For the first season, I mean, I wish we'd got Europa League, or Champions League, sorry. I wish we'd won the Europa League, but such is life sometimes. It's the way it goes occasionally. Inbox, 162 million for finishing 6th. I ain't complaining about that. That's big dollar for next season. Arthur Parkin was happy. He actually did quite well, I can't lie. Jack Perry's happy to go. And Harry Maguire, I completely forgot about you. Sorry, I was doing limbs with the Youth Academy people. Harry, my sincerest apologies. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Maybe Harry Maguire might have done better in defence. We'll sim up a little bit, get to all the end of all the competitions, and then we'll do a big recap of the entire season. Player contracts expiring. Ethan Galbraith, it shouldn't expire because he's out on loan. If it does, it's going to be annoying, but we can always just re-sign him. Family Sow have taken interest in giving Jack Perry a loan deal. Saw what he did there. I didn't want to negotiate. I wanted to fucking delegate. Fuck off. Why'd I have to go? I didn't scroll enough. I am going to load him out, but, like, I didn't want to have to do it this way. I don't know why it has to be, like, done like this. It's so annoying. Yeah, the wage split's fine. But everything's fine. I just wanted to delegate it, and it didn't do it properly. Jack Perry maybe going to Portugal for next season, which is fine by me. Any experience these guys can get out on loan is absolutely vital. Youth Squad Monthly Report. An update on what we have in the academy. It won't change now. We're not going to change anything. Hancock is dog shit and maybe released eventually, but we're just going to leave the academy as it is now. We're not going to pick up anyone else this season. So the best prospect now, Stanley Sutton, is someone I'm really liking the look of. He'll get a loan out at the start of next season. Noah Rose, potential's kind of gone down a bit, but I'd still want to give him a fair chance. Stanley as well. Jay Stanley, another winger. It just seems to be all wingers at this club. We're never going to be short of wingers. But that's where they bet. I'm not even looking for wingers. I'm just looking for everything. And that's where most of the people best play. Monthly scouting report. Sorry, what? Did I not? Okay, I guess we do have another report from our monthly scouting guy. Heidi Fafara will hopefully go out to Amiens. And I'll hopefully click the right option this time. There we go. 1 year loan. Don't care how the wages split. We'll happily pay all of them if you have to. But we've got some more players. Maybe we will be shaking up the youth academy if any of these guys are good. We've got Joseph Norman, overall 37 to 51, potential of 48 to 68. He will not be coming in. Ethan Hunt, overall 45 to 59, potential of 59 to 79. He won't be coming in either. Archie Neal, overall 37 to 51, potential of 58 to 80. He won't be involved either. I think it's going to be a case of most of them that are not involved. Maybe Owen Mitchell's the only saving grace out of this report, potentially. Alexander Foster, overall 35 to 49, potential of 47 to 65. No thank you, sorry lad. Owen Mitchell, oh, the potential's a bit, we'll see. He's another goalkeeper as well. Overall 48 to 64, potential of 66 to 90. I'm going to decline it. That might be a dumb move. I'm going to decline it. We've got enough goalkeepers. Benjamin Willis, overall of 43 to 59, potential of 47 to 65. He ain't coming in, and Benjamin Payne isn't either, to be fair. Overall of 38 to 52, potential of 52 to 72. It's a quite shit scout report for the end of the season, but it is what it is. We've got our squad. We've got our youth academy. We're looking fantastic, I think, personally, for next season. Malanga loan offer. Oviedo, you better treat him nice. You better give him whatever he wants. And Malanga, go do yourself proud, lad. The fact that we're getting loan offers in before the window opens is fantastic because it means we don't have to arse around with them when they come about. Ethan Galbraith, surely it re-thingies. Oh, hello. This is the loan deal going out, I believe, for Jack Perry. I can't remember which club it was. It was a club in Portugal, though. We'll see you in a year, mate. Enjoy your holiday in Portugal. Jack Perry off to Famalicão on a 12-month loan deal. Hopefully, progress will be made. If it isn't, obviously, we'll have to change things. We've got good squad depth in Fernandez and Gregory. Who the fuck is Gregory? Is he in my youth academy, I'm guessing? Perry loan has gone through. The Fofana loan agreement has gone through as well, so he'll have a cutscene very, very soon. And hopefully the Malangu one goes through, and then we'll do a recap of the whole season. We're at a point now where I think we can probably do it. Malangu is going to go to Oviedo as well, unless talks break down, which it shouldn't do. So we'll probably see two departures here. Here we go. There goes Heidi Fofana. And I'm assuming Malangu will probably go on the same day. Good experience for both the South African boys. And hopefully they'll come back better. Fofana is someone I want to succeed as well, but Malangu is the main one I want to see involved. Fofana off to Amiens for 12 months. Not too shabby. We've got De Gea and we've got Parkin. We've also have Henderson, but Henderson won't be sticking around. And there goes Nkasana Malangu. He's like, mate, I just scored my debut goal. I just had limbs and now I'm off. But no, he's happy with it. He'll be fine with it. Be a good experience for him. Nkasana Malangu, possibly the next cult hero, departs on a year-long loan deal to Oviedo. And I think at this point it's where we kind of go over this season now. I don't want to go too far deep. So, this is going to be the big recap. Get your ears on. Anthony development schedule. Can he still grow? He's 87. Has he hit his potential? He can still grow. Where does he grow the best, though? He's 95 pace, mad. Passing, maybe? Needs to go up a bit. I think passing is where we have to work on. What else do we really need to work on? Defending's not going to be an issue. Yeah, it's going to be support winger. The passing could go up. Oh, sorry, wide playmaker. The passing could go way up still. That's mad how much more we could get out of Anthony. And I'm going to really enjoy using him for this entire career mode. So, that is going to be that. Malanga's gone. Fofana's gone. And Portugal and Poland may come in for us. So we're going to wrap up the season big. Taking a look at all the competitions. Premier League. We're going to start from the top and work our way down. Liverpool are Premier League champions. 3 points clear of closest contenders, Manchester City, who did end up scoring more goals than Liverpool. I think Liverpool were far clearer in goals at one point. But, I thought it was on the final day. Leeds lost to... Man City lost to Leeds on the opening day. I thought that was the final day. I was like, wait... Hold on. But that's the opening day. But that is how the table ends. Liverpool first on 87. Manchester City second on 84. Chelsea in third on 82. And Arsenal finish in fourth on 77 points. Newcastle will grab that Europa League spot on 73 points. We finish in sixth place on 68 points. A lot of work to be done. But a good season all around. The second half of the season was a lot better than the first half of the season. But... a lot of work to be done, a bit more defensively, I think. We need a better backup goalkeeper as well, so we'll figure that out definitely down the line. Where are Spuds? Spuds are further down. West Ham 7th, Aston Villa 8th, Wolves 9th. Spurs have just stayed in the top half of the table. They finished 10th. That's a poor season from them. They've lost more than they've won. That's kind of mad. Spurs finished 10th place in this season's Premier League. Leeds United 11th. Leicester finished 12th. Fulham finished 13th. And eventually we find out who the relegation teams are, but I think we could probably guess the three that are going down. Brighton in 14th, Everton staying 15th, 16th goes to Bournemouth, 17th goes to Palace, and we know who the three teams are, but what order are they in? 18th is Nottingham Forest, 19th is Brentford, and then bottom of the league is Southampton on 25 points. The fact that 33 points was enough to survive relegation is a bit mad as well, but... Southampton were always certain to go down, in my opinion, and Brentford and Forest were in the relegation zone for most of the season. I thought for a little while it could have been Everton, who lost 23 games as well, but they got enough wins to secure survival, and that is how the Premier League ends for Season 1. The FA Cup, I wonder who won that, you might be asking. We did! We won it! 2-1 over Manchester City in the final, in a Manchester derby at Wembley, and it's the only trophy we got, so I'm going to fucking love it and celebrate it. Just to remind you once again, our path to the final, we had Wimbledon, we beat them 4-1, that was Shabalala's debut. Everton, we beat them 3-1. Hull City, we beat them only 1-0, which was a bit embarrassing, but we did use a lot of youth players in that match, I remember correctly. We beat Chelsea 3-2 after extra time in the quarterfinals, beat Liverpool on penalties in the semi-finals, and then we did the job at Wembley, and we won the FA Cup. Now you might be asking, who won the Carabao Cup? Unfortunately, it is not us. It's Chelsea who win the Carabao Cup, and they've secured themselves a conference spot, which doesn't matter because they're in the Champions League anyway, but if they hadn't made it into the top four, they'd be playing conference because of that win. Arsenal, the losers of that one. We got knocked out by Newcastle, but I can't remember which round it was. It was this one. Third round of the Carabao Cup. Newcastle beat us on penalties. I'm not too fussed because A, it was Newcastle who are very good in this game, and B, it was a Carabao Cup, which you can maybe win down the line if you really want to. The pre-season tournament, nobody cares about that. We finished third. I played highlights for that, so I didn't really care, quite honestly. UEFA Super Cup at the start of the season. What a match that was for the neutrals. Real Madrid beat Eintracht Frankfurt 4-3 in that final. UEFA Champions League, the winners of the Champions League were Bayern Munich 1-0 against AC Milan in the final. Let's take a look at how they got there. Bayern Munich probably topped their group. They didn't top their group. Barcelona topped the group. Bayern Munich in second place in their group. Got through to the round of 16. Drew Spurs. Spurs nearly dumped him out, but Bayern won on penalties. Quarterfinals, Bayern beat Benfica 5-2. Semi-finals, they beat Barcelona 3-2, and in the end, they do win the Champions League. As for the Europa League, this is a sore topic. I really hope... I don't really care who wins, actually, to be honest, but it is Sparta Prague, the surprise package of the whole bastard tournament. Go and win it on penalties in the final. Fair play, but you know what? All the credit in the world, man. They took out some big names in the groups. I believe they finished top of their group H. Preliminary round they didn't play, obviously. Round of 16, they dumped out Ajax 4-3 in aggregate, and now this is where it gets mental. They beat Man City 3-2 in aggregate. As you can see, we're just below there. And then they beat us 8-6 in aggregate It was so unrealistic and so stupid, but it was so funny at the same time. What's up, Lydia? Welcome to the stream. Man United are going to win it. Hopefully. I really hope so, but we still get past Barcelona in real life. And then they won it on penalties. You know what? Fair play. Did the other Prague win, though? That's the question. They didn't. Only one Prague getting silverware in Europe as Nice pick up the Europa Conference League title. How did they get there, you might be asking. Or even if you're not asking, I'm showing you anyway. Nice top their group, Group D, undefeated. Fair play to them. Nice then beat, if I can find it, Köln 3-2 on aggregate. They beat Fiorentina 3-2 on aggregate, and then they beat Trabzonspor 2-0 on aggregate, and in the end, it was a 2-0 final win. Did you go out in the semis? Yeah, I went out in the semis. What are you doing today? I'm streaming this, and then I'm going to upload it, and I'm going to go out for a bit, and I'll probably be back on later. Starting 11. Who's that team got? What, Nice or Prague? Sparta? I will check after. That's all the competitions. In that respect, though, we'll go through all the leagues as well, because I like doing that, personally, so you're going to have to sit through it as well. Is it Sparta Prague you want to see the team of? The team who won Europa. Sparta. I mean, I looked at a team... I searched the player. I looked at a team when we faced them, but it's not a great team. I don't know how they've done it, quite frankly. Rest of world. Sparta. They've got a couple of good... Oh, a bit in the stream. We just finished the game, so I'm just going to be talking about how the season went at this point. We just done all the games. Have you streamed for long? Oh, yeah, everything's done. It's just kind of wrapping up the season now and looking at everything, going over everything. But yeah, their squad is not great. This Hetcher guy was a bastard to beat, and he's not even that good. He was just a bastard to score against. Haraslin, not too bad. There's a couple of names that have potential. Yankto's one of them. Karabek is a great youngster. Kovar, he was a former United player, if I remember correctly, and he's now gone and won Europe before we have. King Hetcha, no, fuck off. Krejci was a pain in the arse, and he's a really good player. But it's this. Remember, it's this Krejci and not this Krejci because they've got the exact same name. Cookstad was a bastard as well. He scored some fantastic goals. All these guys really annoyed me, but none of them were really that good, to be honest with you. I think it's just complete luck that they've gone and won the Europa League. So, as for the rest of the leagues, he's on loan. Wait, is he? Did we loan him out? No, he's not. Did I sell him at the start of the season? I might have sold him. My brain, I might have sold him. Let's just... If I sold him, then yeah, okay. But I kind of... I'm on the wrong page. They've moved all the menus around. Oh, in real life, he's on loan. Okay. Well, in this game, I must have sold him then, surely, right? My club. Phil Jones, we sold. Iqbal, we sold. Shortiri, yeah, okay. Did I sell him? I must have done. I didn't. Or maybe he's already gone. I don't know. Maybe he's not on loan from us. Right, all the other leagues. Time to go through this slog, but I enjoy it, so I'm reading them all. So looking in the Argentinian league, it's just kicked off. Godoy Cruz currently top. Hurricane, Talleres, and Boca Juniors in the top four. Bottom three at the moment are... wow, there's so many teams. Banfield, San Lorenzo, and Aldosivi. Pronunciation might go to the dogs here, but we'll give it a go. The A-League in Australia, Melbourne City top the league with 47 points. Western United 1 point behind them. WS Wanderers and then Melbourne Victory complete the top four. Brisbane Roar, Perth Glory, and MacArthur FC the bottom three. If I don't know how the league works, I'll just read the top four and the bottom three. But if I do know how the league works, then I'll just explain it out as I know what to explain. LASK, top of the Austrian Bundesliga with 4 points clear over Salzburg. Interesting that, maybe because we took Sesko from them, and that's why they didn't win the league. Rapid Vienna and Wolfsburg get top four. Austria, Vienna, and Sturm Graz, obviously, get some kind of Europe. And then Ried, Tirol, and Altac will be the bottom three for that league. As for the Belgian league, Club Bruges, no surprise there, they top it. But Royal Antwerp, not far behind, you know. A little surprise package there in Belgium. Standard Liège and Ghent complete the top four. And reading down, the team we loaned Shortire to finish 10th. Bottom three were Serang, Cercle Bruges, and KAS Eupen. Chinese Super League, Shanghai Shenhua top that with 4 points clear on the next opponents. It might not be over yet. I don't know how the Chinese league works. Wuhan, 3 towns in second. Shenzhen and Rongcheng are the top 4. Bottom 3 go to, I don't think it is over because they've not played each other, all played each other yet, but at the moment, bottom 3 is Hebei, Guangzhou City, and Wuhan FC. Now, the Danish Superliga, Michelin finish top in first place. Copenhagen in second. Brøndby and AAB are the top 4. Bottom 3 go to Silkeborg, AC Horsens, and Lyngby BK. In England, we're going to do Championship first. In England, we will see Burnley make a return to the Premier League. We'll face them next season alongside Norwich and one of Middlesbrough, QPR, Sheffield United, and Watford. We'll figure out who in Season 2, but they will all come up. And in the relegation zone, going down to League 1, we'll scroll all the way down. Huddersfield, Blackpool, and Wigan will all play League 1 football next season, which is kind of realistic, to be fair. In League 1 itself, Sheffield Wednesday come top of League 1, but bloody hell was it close. Plymouth take second spot. They will be automatically promoted to the Championship as well. And it'll be one of Ipswich, Peterborough, Wycombe or Lincoln to get playoffs there. Derby not making it, which is interesting. Norwich, the meaning of life. No, Norwich, yuck. I don't like Norwich. In case you didn't guess. And the relegated teams down to League 1. MK Dons finished bottom, which is a fucking bit of a shock to be fair, but most of the players did get bought by other teams above them. Cheltenham Town, Morecambe, and Bristol Rovers will go down with them. As for League DOS, Mansfield win League 2. Northampton and Crewe Alexandria will be automatically promoted as well. One of Salford, Bradford, Doncaster, and Walsall will go up for the playoffs. I know who I want to win. It is Bradford, of course, but I don't know. Well, I guess we'll never know. And if there was relegation, it would be Stevenage and Sutton United to go down to the National League. Now for France, Ligue 1 Uber Eats. It isn't PSG who win. Alright, well, that's a bit of a shock for Season 1. Monaco top the league in France with PSG 7 points behind, quite a way behind. Marseille and Lyon complete the top 4, and down at the bottom end, going into Ligue 2, it will be ESTAC, Troyes, Toulouse, and Auxerre. I probably pronounced that wrong. Yeah, Cap, I don't know how Monaco have won the league. I absolutely don't know, but they have. Saint-Etienne will get back into Ligue 1 after their financial troubles alongside Metz, I think it is. I don't know how it works in the league, but Cannes and Dijon finish top 4 as well. Bordeaux in 7th, they've had a hell of a fall, and it's Amiens who we've loaned someone out to, I believe. Rodez and Pau FC down the bottom 3. I wonder who's top scorer. I wish I could check the top scorers from other leagues, but I don't think you can. If you can, let me know because I would like to check. Frankfurt with... What is going on? Frankfurt have won the Bundesliga, 1 point ahead of Dortmund and Bayern, who, I mean, Dortmund and Bayern have the same points and the same goal difference, but Dortmund takes second place on goals. Leverkusen complete the top 4. Leipzig have fallen a little bit, and Wolfsburg are there in the conversation too. In the relegation playoff, it'll be Stuttgart, Schalke, and Werder Bremen will definitely go down, but Stuttgart still have a chance, and it still could come about. Bundesliga, the second. Bundesliga 2, if you're a German speaker. Hamburger top the league with a point clear of Arminia Bielefeld, and it's going to be Furt that take on Stuttgart in that relegation playoff. You can, I'm pretty sure. Office, then stats. I will see if I can find other leagues. I know you can do your own league in competitions you've been in, but I don't know if you can check other leagues. But I will check after this because I want to know. Paderborn up there as well in the top 4 of Bundesliga, the second. Kaiserslautern, Braunschweig, and Karlsruhe go down into Bundesliga, the third. The Meisterschaft 3 Liga. München, 1860 München top that. Saarbrücken in second. Ingolstadt in third. They'll be in the relegation playoff against whoever was 16th, which I don't remember. It was Kaiserslautern. And bottom 3 in Germany is Borussia Dortmund the second, Bayern Wiesbaden, and Oldenburg. In the Indian Super League, what are you angry at me about, Linnea? I said Zwei. I said it. Whatever's 2, I don't remember. Mumbai FC top the Indian League, 7 points clear of FC Goa. Hyderabad and Mohan Bagan complete the top 4 in India. And it's Chennai, Kerala Blasters, and East Bengal who have finished bottom 3 in the Indian Super League. Who won this then? Come on, give me that. The Lazio. Haha. This is just cursed. This whole career mode is just cursed. Liverpool win the Prem. Monaco win France. Fucking Frankfurt win Germany. And then Lazio win the... Mate, it's all gone wrong. Milan in 8th. I don't want to be here. Lazio win the Serie A. Juventus in 2nd. Roma in 3rd. Inter complete the top 4. Napoli and Atalanta, of course, will get European football too. Milan down in 8th. And the relegated teams are Salernitana, Sampdoria, and Lecce. For Serie B, Genoa will be at the top of the Serie B, and they will be 13 points clear going back into Serie A. Pisa will go up as well. I don't know how the playoffs work. I think it's a 6-team tournament between Cagliari, Frosinone, Benevento, Venezia, Parma, and Ascoli. But I'm not 100% because I don't know how the Italian league works. This is the first time in ages that Serie B is back in. Modena, Regina, and Cosenza will be the bottom 3 of Serie B. Lol, it's right, but you're saying it with an English accent. Gee, I wonder why. Will you check the Swedish Allsvenskan? Yes, I will. I'm doing it in order of the game. The Netherlands League, the Eredivisie. PSV, 13 points clear. Ajax in the mud. None of the teams that you expect to win these leagues are winning the league. So I'm expecting fucking Valencia to win La Liga, by the way. Ajax, Feyenoord, and Utrecht are the top 4 in the Netherlands, with Sparta Rotterdam, Cambuur, and Volendam being the bottom 3. In the Norwegian League, the Elite Serie N, Bodo Glimt will be the top team there. I don't know if it's still going. Do they only do 12 games? No, it'll still be going on. Okay, fair enough. All right, cool. Lillestrøm and Molde are top 3. Viking FK are in 4th, and the bottom 3 at the moment are Kristiansund, FK Jerv, and Sarpsborg 08. I did say the pronunciation would be bad, all right? Don't knock me, all right? 16 points clear at the top of the Polish league are Legia Warsaw, ahead of Lech Poznan, Slask Wroclaw, and Rakow. I've given it my best shot, right? Polish names are different gravy to try and say. Oh my god, how am I? Zagłębie Lubin, Górnik Zabrze, and Korona Kielce are bottom 3. I've given it my best, all right? I can only do so much. In the Portuguese league, Porto win it on goal difference. 10 goals clear of Sporting, Benfica, Braga, and Gil Vicente will get some kind of European football. But you can tell the difference in the Portuguese league because 4th and 5th are 23 points difference. Bottom 3 are not Familiar Sal, which means we're not sending Jack Perry to a relegation side. Boa Vista, Vizela, and Aruca are the bottom 3 in the Portuguese league. In the Irish league, the Electricity PD, Shamrock Rovers 10 points clear of Dundalk. I don't know if the season's over. I don't remember how many they play, but at the moment they are 10 points clear. Will probably win the league. Dundalk in 2nd, Drogheda United in 3rd, St Pat's in 4th, and bottom 3 are UCD, Finn Harps, and Bohemian. Oh, I've got hiccups. The Korean League, the Republic of Korea, the K-League 1, Ulsan Hyundai, 15 points clear at the top of that league with Seoul, and Suwon Samsung, Pohang Steelers getting top 4. Bottom 3 is Gimcheon Sangmu, Incheon United, and Seongnam FC. Again, guys, like some of these teams, man. In the Romanian Superliga, on goal difference is CFR 1907 Cluj, who will win the Romanian league with Craiova 2nd place on goal difference, Sepsi in 3rd, FCSB in 4th, and I'm assuming Voluntari and Rapid will have some kind of European football. I don't know. Chindia, Botoșani, and Mioveni, the bottom 3 in Romania. Now the Saudi League. You might be asking about the Saudi League. How did Ronaldo do, you might be saying? He won the league, to be fair. He's 3 points clear of rivals Al Hilal and Al Ittihad and Al Shabab complete the top 4. Bottom 3 goes to Al Tawoon, Al Rayed, and Al Batin. And that is that for the Saudi League. Now, if this isn't Celtic and it's Rangers, or hell, even if it's Aberdeen, I've got questions. It's Rangers. You know what? It's better than unrealistic winners, I guess. It's either going to be Rangers or Celtic, obviously, in it. Rangers 10 points clear. The blue side 10 points clear of the green side. Hearts kept up the pace for a little while, but couldn't do it till the end of the season. And then bottom three, I don't remember how. I honestly don't remember how football works in Scotland, and I live in the bloody country. St Johnstone, Livingston, St Mirren, however, the bottom three. I know St Mirren will go down. I think Livingston go into a playoff something. Saudi League play more. They might do. I absolutely have no idea how the Saudi League works. They may still play more, but I thought they played 30. They've all played each other twice. So unless they go into like another tournament after that. Now this is the one. If this isn't fucking Madrid, they play 30. Yeah, they've played 30. That is the season then. So Ronaldo does have another title. God damn it. La Liga Santander. It is Madrid. Some normality, but I guess not really because Sevilla are second. Sevilla are second, and in real life they're in a relegation battle, so that's the only change I would bloody make. Real Madrid in first, though, clear by a point, 107 goals. Villarreal scored 108! Some goals in this season. I'm struggling to score goals most of the time, and then these guys are getting over 100. But 87 points Real Madrid, Sevilla on 86. Atletico and Villarreal complete the top four. Getafe and Barcelona will get some kind of Europe. Barcelona in European Conference. It might be time to take some of their players, perhaps, maybe, down the line. Looking at down the table kind of areas, Valladolid, Girona, and Cadiz in the relegation zone. The second Spanish league. Levante come back up to La Liga. 5 points clear of closest rivals Eibar, Deportivo Alaves, CD Tenerife, Granada, and Real Oviedo, who we're sending Malanga to, will be in playoff places. And if Malanga gets put into La Liga, that could be a problem. And I've just realised Las Palmas are scoring 105 goals. Could nobody defend, damn it? Bottom of the league, Albacete, Leganes, and Villarreal's second team in La Liga Smart Bank. And now, the one we've all been waiting for, the Allsvenskan in Sweden. How the fuck am I going to pronounce these names? Badly is the answer. Middle of the season here in Sweden. Norrköping are top of the table with AIK and IK Sirius in the top three, getting some kind of European football. The bottom three is going to be a hard name to pronounce for some of them. Vargsburg's Boys. That's probably not how you say it, but I'm saying it Boys because it looks like it. They are in the bottom three. IFK Värnamo are in 15th, and then GIF Sundsvall are bottom three. So there you go. That is how it goes. Norrköping is Linnea's neighbourhood, and they won the league. So, or it's probably I know Linnea's gonna say it's not Norrköping, it's Norrköping, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, all right, mate, all right, you're from Sweden, don't talk to me. How did Sunderland do? That was a good question. I didn't really look at Sunderland. I think they finished. I think they survived. I'm just gonna quickly check because Diallo. Yeah, I've clicked the wrong league. Sunderland finished 15th, so they survived. Hopefully we get good growth from Diallo. I've gone off the leagues and I haven't even read them all yet. I am in the mud. How many more leagues have we got to go, actually, to be fair? Got me near the end, surely. How many more have we got? 3 more. Fair enough. Swiss League. BSC Young Boys win that. 8 points clear of FC Basel. Lucerne will also be in the top 3, and Lugano will be in the top 4. Bottom 3 goes to Grasshopper Club, Zurich, and Winterthur. I'm proud of you, Cami, your accent. Yeah, I knew you were going to say, oh, Norrköping, and so, yeah, because Swedish is dumb. Turkish League. Trabzonspor, 15 points clear, absolutely, like, ridiculously clear, astronomically clear in Turkey, absolutely clear. I don't know if I said the clear. Are they clear? 15 points clear. Galatasaray, Antalyaspor, Besiktas, and Fenerbahce will get some kind of European football along the line as well. Bottom 3 in Turkey is Gaziantep. Reese won't be happy if he's watching. Istanbulspor and Umran Iyespor. MLS, I know they're halfway through the season. That is the brightest fucking leaderboard I've seen in my life. I'm blinded. But LAFC currently top by 2 points. They've got a game in hand as well over Whitecaps. Orlando, Atlanta, Portland Timbers, Austin FC, and Columbus Crew in the top 7. I think they go into a playoff. I fucking don't know. I'm going to pretend I know. I'm going to pretend I have any football knowledge whatsoever, but I don't. Bottom 3 at the moment in America is Inter Miami, Toronto, and Charlotte FC. So that's all the leagues done. We need to see the team Malangu went to. What team did he go to? I don't remember. There's too much going on for my small brain. Malangu. He hasn't gone there yet. Oviedo. They were in the second Spanish division and they're in the playoffs. So maybe they'll make La Liga and we'll get Malangu in La Liga. Right, let's take a look at the Premier League stats for everyone at the end of the season. Moreno takes the golden boot for Arsenal with 26 in 36. What a shift in his debut season in the Premier League. Fair play to him. Mohamed Salah with 24 and 38. Sterling and Grealish with 20 apiece for their respective clubs. And then some Maximiliano Martinez on 18. I usually read the top 5 and then whatever players from my club are in. So, for example, I've read the top 5 now. Rashford is there, 14 on 33. Bruno, 12 and 35. And for Tammy Abraham, he's only been here half a season and he's nearly caught up, 11 and 15. That man's a monster. I'm looking forward to using him for a full season. Assists record, it was nearly Salah's, but Anthony will take the golden assist boot or whatever it's called. 17 assists in 33 games. Bruno Fernandes also in there, but Salah on 16 and 38. De Bruyne on 13 and 37. Son in with 10 and 38. Fernandes getting the 5th spot, 9 and 35. Sancho in there at 9 and 34. And Eriksen with 5 assists in 30 matches. Clean sheets goes to Alisson. He gets the golden glove. Martinez and Pope tied on 11. Alisson getting 14 and 38. Martinez getting 11 and 35. Pope getting 11 and 27. Leno getting 9 and 38 for Fulham. And then we've got De Gea in 5th, 9 in 36. 1 in 4. Not awful, but some of the goals we conceded this season were stupid. So I'm a little bit annoyed about that. Do League One. I did League One, didn't I? But Monaco. Or do you mean top scorers? Oh, I was going to check this top scorer stuff, wasn't I? Player stats. Can I check the other leagues' player stats? Premier League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, Continental Cup, UFC. Yeah, I get the Champions League. Luis Muriel, for whatever reason, is at Bayern and he's popping off. Muller there as well. But I don't think I can get other leagues. Europa League, Tammy Abraham tied for top scorer, Romarinho. Eriksen up there, 6 and 11. And UCL. Yeah, no, it just goes back to the Premier League. Unless I have to go to do I have to go to team stats? Premier League, FA Cup. I don't think you can do it. You can't do it. Damn it, man. I want to see who's top scorer in France. I want to see what Team Monaco actually have before we finish up here. I know this has been a long time, and I'm sorry if I'm wasting all y'all days. If Monaco have won it, who the fuck did they sign? I can't check the top scorers, but I could check their team. Ben Yedder, yeah, true. Ben Yedder will popped off. They've got Badiashile still. Obviously, I started just before the January transfer window, so most of the players will still be at their respective clubs before the window. Minamino, Nubel, Malang Sarr. They've got Ivan Toney, of course. He put a bet on for them to win the fucking title, didn't he? I forgot they signed Ivan Toney. Where is Ben Yedder? Hold on. Braylon Bolo as well. He's a good little striker. He was back in the day. But Ivan Toney was the man who led Monaco. Where's Ben Yedder? I'm not going to do this for every player. I just want to see where Ben Yedder went. And then we'll do a little scout report, squad report to end the season. And then we'll sim into Season 2 and end the episode there. Ben Yedder is at Real Madrid. And they won the league as well in Madrid. So Ben Yedder is just getting more and more titles. This career mode is something. It is definitely something. I don't know what it is. Cursed, probably. But it's definitely something. So, squad report at the end of the season. Then, personal squad report. Who got most goals? Who got most assists? Who got most growth? We'll read through them all. So, appearances. Who got the most appearances? It was Bruno Fernandes, the captain, with 50. Marcus Rashford with 48. Casemiro with 48. And as you can read down there, a lot of players played a lot of games. But now the key one, top goal scorer, was Tammy. He was only here half a season. And he's a top bloody scorer. I mean, you got to take the 3 off that he had at Roma, but he still scored a lot. This team sucked before he came in. He came in halfway through the season and was like, right, lads, come on. Oh my days, he's cute, but why? That's an ugly name, Wissam. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I didn't name him. That's BS. I know. King Cammy. Rashford sucks ass. No, Rashford doesn't suck ass. Rashford is fantastic. I will never slander that man. I will never slander Rashford. Rashford is the GOAT. But yeah, 21 goals in 29 appearances. Tammy Abraham means he's the top scorer. You got to take the 3 off he had for Roma. So even on 18, he's still up there. 20 goals for Mark Rashford, though the star boy. 10 is, number 10 is what I was trying to say. I can't speak. Anthony with 14 goals off the wing. That's a bit fantastic for your first season. Bruno with 14 goals from Cam as well. Christian Eriksen. Now, I know he's not done insanely as much as the guys above him, but Christian Eriksen, fully underrated. Fully underrated this season, and I love the man, and he's sticking around. I don't care. He's sticking around. Donny van de Beek, a little bit better this season. 9 goals for him. Garnacho got 6 goals and then kind of disappeared because we weren't able to play him because we signed another winger. But he'll loan out next season, hopefully grow into a monster. Anthony Martial, I wish we could have given him more of a chance, but he got a 7-month injury, and he'll probably jet out on the next plane to the next club he goes to. 5 goals for him. Šeško coming in halfway through the season, didn't get a lot of time, but 5 and 5 in the Premier League, ain't nothing to sneeze at. Casemiro got 4 goals, all 4 of them absolute wonder cunts of goals. Goal of the season, probably, for Casemiro. Sancho, 4 goals, 13 assists. Sancho, he's a bit underwhelming, but we can grow on that, I think, with him. I think we can grow on that. It'll just need some time to settle. Kvaratskhelia, 4 goals as well. Alanga, 3. McTominay, 3. Fred, 2. Shabalala, going up 12 overall. He started at 40. Fucking hell. 2 goals for him. Malanga got 1 game at the end of the season. He bagged. Diallo got 1 goal for Sunderland. He probably got a lot more, but the one we can see is from the FA Cup. He's grown 3. We'll take a look at loan growth as well, and Dallo with the other goal. Now for the assists, you might be asking. Anthony, top assister by a mile, is what the answer is. 19 assists for our winger. Most goal contributions combined out the whole team. Anthony, you might be the future lad. 33 goal contributions, just 2 ahead of Rashford, who got 31 contributions in total. And Tammy got 26 in 29 games. Can we please think about this? 19 assists for Anthony, 13 for Sancho, 12 for Eriksen, 11 for Bruno, 11 for Rashi, 6 for Casemiro from CDM. I mean, stats don't really matter if you're a CDM, but fucking hell, was he fun. How did Lindelof do? I wonder what happened to Mbappe. I'll check both of them in a minute. Alanga, rhythm, coming in. Another Swedish superstar at United. 5 assists and 3 goals. Someone I kind of want to use next year, but I'm considering loaning out. I'm not sure the verdict on him yet. I think we're going to keep him involved, though, for next season. Tammy Abraham, 5 assists. Donny with 5. Martial, 4 before we get injured. Tyrone Malacia with 4 assists from fullback. Garnacho, 4 assists as well off the bench. Kvaratskhelia with 3. Dallo with 2. Fred with 2. McTominay with 2. Palestra with 2 on his loan. Shabalala with 2. Galbraith with 1. Lindelof got an assist from centre-back, which is something in itself because, I mean, he's been underrated all season, to be fair, Lindelof. I quite liked him, and he probably gets another season for some of his performances. He probably gets another season here at the very least. Wan-Bissaka with an assist as well. Šeško, Perry, Moss, Deshaun, Bernard, and Rafa Varane. The list could just keep going on and on and on. But Lindelof having a decent season, I would say, personally. 8 clean sheets and 28 appearances ain't bad at all. Good bit of defending work from big boy Victor. Now, Mbappe, he's going to be ridiculous at this point. Surely he's got to be like 90 or he's 94, I'm going to say. My guess is 94. Mbappe. Did I spell it wrong? No, it's just all the way down here. Kylian Mbappe. 93. Close. He's still at PSG. It still costs an arm and a leg to buy. But he is definitely still going to be ridiculous to come against when we come against PSG eventually. Surely we come against PSG at some point. He's going to be difficult to deal with. Alright, so well, that's everything. If there's anything anyone else wants to see covered, put it in the chat and I will take a look at it. I'm just going to sort out some of the squad. I think loan listed stuff is all done. Obviously, when these loans come back, we'll probably just sell them straight on or loan them again. Garnacho, he's going to get a loan this year. I really think he needs one. Diallo might come into the full team, to be honest. Šeško, it depends if we get another striker, whether we loan him. Anything else? I think everyone else is okay. Telesh will go, probably. But when we get to season 2, we'll start transfer listing a few people as well. Try to get some players out, try to get some money in. I would like to see Kane, Since Spurs did shit, I would like to shut up, Linear. I'll take Kane though. Harry Kane. What's the best way to do this? We'll check his overall, but then we'll also check his stats as well. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he didn't do well at Spurs because he wasn't at Spurs. I think he might have got transferred, if I remember correctly. I don't remember correctly. He's still at Spurs. Still an 89 rated. Still a sloth in terms of speed, but his finishing is second to none as well. His shooting is very good. Let's take a look at stats for Harry Kane then. I'm only gonna do like 3 or 4 players. I'm not gonna do the whole database, by the way, just for the record. You've got a couple of requests, and then I'm wrapping it up. What was I gonna do? I'm trying to remember how to do it. Oh shit, yeah. They've moved everything around? Team stats. Spurs. Harry Kane. Only 11 goals. Fraud. Harry fraud. Only 11 goals for Harry Kane in the Premier League, 7 assists. That's probably a reason why they were doing so bad. They didn't really have a striker. Son got most of the goals for Spurs. Harry Kane only got 11. Then again, so did Tammy Abraham, but he only had half a season. Richarlison only got 1. He only got 5 games. Madness. All right, I'll do those 3 players I will do, and then that is it. All right, that is it. Hummels, Kimmich, and Gakpo. All right. Okay. I try to remember how to navigate these menus still. I'm still new to everything. So, Kimmich looks like a world beater still, probably. Yep, 90 rated. Looks like a tank of a man. And someone I would love to sign if it was realistic, but obviously it ain't. And we've got Casemiro, so why do we need anyone else? You get me? But his fucking stats are brilliant all round. Mental. And if we're looking, I can look in the Champions League at Bayern, but that's about it. I can't look in the whole league, which sucks. Because you should be able to if you wanted to. All right, team stats. We'll check the Champions League. That's the best we can do. All right. Bayern. Are they in the Champions League? Yes, I just can't read. Bayern. I'm going to sneeze. I'm not going to sneeze. I can't tell if I'm going to sneeze. Oh, I hate it when you get it tickling your nose. You think you're going to sneeze. Kimmich in Champions League got an assist, 4 clean sheets in 13 games. Fair play. They did win the Champions League, so he's got another Champions League to add to his collection. Just want to see his rating. Okay, well, I'll do the same for Hummels then, and then we'll have a look at Gakpo, who I think will still be at PSV in this save. He hasn't got Liverpool yet, because I started just before the transfer window. Mats Hummels, he's gone down a bit in overall. He's at Manchester City? What? Excuse me, sir. What are you doing there with your 44 acceleration and your 54 sprint speed? Neuer is the absolute last, though, alright? I'm not looking at every single player, and I mean that. Gakpo, he's still at PSV. PSV were in Europe, right? So I can probably take a look at his stats in Europe as well. Gakpo looks fantastic. And, I mean, if PSV have had a bad season, do we consider maybe bringing him in, you know? Like just if we don't like look at Sancho next year, do we think about this man as a future potential buy? Potentially buy. Although if Kvaratskhelia grows as well, he'll probably be the new man. Maybe we don't need Gakpo, but I'm keeping an eye on it. So I was watching a Liverpool fan get mad because Matoma scored a last-minute winner. Oh, please tell me that's true. I will check right now if that's true, because Liverpool going out would be fantastic. Maybe offside. All right, I will look after the stream. Don't look at Neuer, just saw his name and acknowledged it. All right, fair play then. Okay. So I think that's everything covered. We'll take a look at our personal career from Season 1 then. So take a look at that. Clubs 1, league title 0. Don't have to rub it in my face. We won a domestic cup and we won a continental cup. Biggest win was against Aberdeen in December. Biggest loss was against Man City in November. Record transfer fee was 48.3 million, which I believe was Abraham or Kvaratskhelia. One of them was they're about the same price, so I'm going to have to check the transfer dealings for that. 60 played, 35 wins, 12 draws, 13 losses, scored 133, which actually isn't bad in all competitions eventually, but we did play 60, and then 81 conceded, which again still isn't bad considering we played 60. So, in depth, finishing the Champions League place, we didn't do that. It says NA, but because we haven't moved on to next season yet, it hasn't happened. We haven't done the Champions League. Win the Cup, which was the FA Cup. Yes, we done that. So that should be a hopeful saving of our job. Continental Cup was the Europa League. We didn't win that. Don't want to talk about it. FA Cup winner. Carabao Cup round 3. Premier League progress was league. I don't know what that means, but we finished 6th. So just tell us that, alright? Semi-finals in the Europa League. It was Kvaratskhelia, who's 48.3. Abraham wasn't far behind. I think he was like 47. No manager of the month awards. Okay, do you know what? Right, fine. Maybe not a good manager, but we're here. Alright. Twanzebe was the record transfer he received because we didn't want to sell anyone really first season. Apart from a couple of bits of dead wood, really, that were never going to get involved in the first place. So, that is going to wrap it up. We will advance now to the end and see if we're still in a job. Before we do, of course, one last look at the news. Arthur Parker makes senior debut. He did well. Premier League Player of the Month, May. We don't have any nominees. It is... Who's that one Man City shirt? I mean, it's Havertz... Oh, Burigo. It's not even Havertz, it's Mount. I'm fucking dumb. Mount, Burigo, Samasiman, and Isak are the Player of the Month nominees, and it's Mason Mount that gets it. He's going to be looking good at this point in career mode. He does look good at this point in career mode. But I'm going to try not to sign from rival clubs. I want to keep them as strong as I can, so it's more of a challenge. It's onside. Oh, the goal stood. All right, come on, Brighton. Come on, Brighton. I will be staying till the end of the match. I need to sim into season 2 anyway. I want to see if I can keep my job. I want to see what happens with Ethan Galbraith. He should stay, right? Because he's on loan and I can't renew it. Oh, you know what? Just to be safe. Better safe than sorry, innit? Come here. I don't want to lose him. He's a good young talent. We're playing it safe. It might have been okay, but we're playing it safe. Galbraith getting a new contract. Sporadic. He'll be going out on loan again, but at least we've got the contract down. Disregard. I don't know what ways you want, mate. Same again, feller. Bit more, fine. Not gonna sneeze over 7k. We are rich. Right, so that's sorted. I didn't want him to, you know, we didn't want to lose him just in case the game glitched out. We did in fact lose him. I was just making sure. We'll sim up to the end of the season. Player returns from injury. That'll be Anthony Martial finally coming back. He's like, oh, season over? But that will end season uno. A lot of player returns from loans to read through here. And it's still going. It's still going. Jesus Christ. How many people did we have out? Stop. I get it. The player's returning from loan. Right. Fucking... Alvaro Fernandez, Hannibal Mabry, Will Fish, Ahmad Diallo, Ethan Laird, Eric Bailly, Alex Telesh, Brandon Williams, Deshaun Bernard, Facundo Palestri, Tere Menge, Shoshua Thierry, Zidane Iqbal, Charlie Savage, Radik Vitek, all back off a loan. We get it, alright? We get it. The loans are done. Martial has hit his potential. He's not going to be coming back into this squad, unfortunately, because the injuries kind of fucked him over. He is back from injury, but I think it's time to say bye-bye to Tony, unfortunately. So as we end the season, there's the end of season results. 6th place, FA Cup winner, Carabao Cup round 3, group stage in the South America Continental Cup, and the semi-finals of the Europa League. Now, do we stay in a job? We've come to the end of the season, and I'm writing to let you know that board is delighted with your performance so far. Let's fucking go. The players and staff clearly respect you. Seem to have done an excellent job aligning yourselves with the club's culture and vision both on and off the pitch. They didn't care about top 4 that much then. We would be happy for you to agree to continue the job you started here and remain at the club next season. Absolutely. Put me on the fucking contract again. I'm staying here for life until I get sacked. But we stick around and we go into season 2. The match is done. Liverpool are out. Oh, let's... Please be real. Please be real. Please don't be fake news. Please don't tell me I'll get trolled. I'm checking this. I believe you, but I want to check it for myself. Oh, Mitoma. Mitoma, have my fucking babies, man. Every time Liverpool lose, oh, I get happier. I get a lot happier when Liverpool suffer. Boys have babies. Anyway, pre-season tournament. It's going to be a difficult one, but we'll get to the highlights for it when we get to it anyway, because I don't care about pre-season. But we'll pick the one, obviously, with the most money. It doesn't make sense not to. Now, we're not going to sim any further. We're going to leave it on the July 1st. But what we are going to do before we head off is take a look at what people are staying and what people may need to be off to a different club. De Gea stays. Henderson goes. We'll need to find a fucking backup for De Gea because Henderson is not very good. Fofana is going out on loan when it goes through. Vitek will go out on loan again. Fernandez will go out on loan again. I may have to do contracts actually, but fuck it. We'll do that and then we'll call him back if we need to. Malacia stays. Tellez can fuck off. Shaw stays. Williams can go on loan. Varane stays. Martinez stays. Lindelof stays. Bailly, fuck off. Maguire is a maybe. We'll come back to him another time. I'm still on the fence about Maguire because he did have some good performances. Josh really doesn't want Maguire to stay, but we'll consider it. We'll see what offers we get for him. And we'll consider letting him go. Deshaun, loan again. Mengi, loan again. Willfish. He's never going to be anything. Sorry, lad. You can go. Diogo stays. Wan-Bissaka stays. Laird, again, don't know yet. At some point, it will... why does it keep... Nightbot, can you relax, lad? Casemiro absolutely stays. McTominay stays. Galbraith gets another loan. Charlie Savage gets another loan. Fred... Another one who was on the maybe pile. We'll make decisions on some of these next time if I can't think just now. Iqbal goes out on loan again. Van de Beek stays. Eriksen absolutely stays. Eriksen is staying. I don't care. Jack Perry goes on loan. Hannibal Mabry goes on loan as well. Shabalala, as much as I want to keep you around, lad, loan's probably best for you. Bruno stays this season at least, but he's not going to grow anymore, so I'm not sure how long that will last. Shoretire goes. Diallo... probably stays, but maybe another loan could be better for him. Palestri stays. We'll have to pick between these two, though, who stays. One will stay and one will go on loan. Garnacho, loan. Moss, loan. Elise is already going out on loan. Kvaratskhelia stays, obviously. Sancho probably stays. Michael Dawson stays. Anthony, absolutely. Anthony's got a lifetime contract with the club, by the way, just in case you're not wondering. Alanga stays. Shesko... It depends if we can get our striking option. If we get another striking option, then he goes on loan. If not, he stays. Malangu out already. Rashford stays. Tammy stays. And, sorry, Tony, I know you're still recovering from injury, mate, but you're off ski. I'm sorry. We're going to renew all the contracts. I'm going to do that off screen because it'll take a while, just so we can get some better transfer offers for some of them, because obviously you've got contract expiry. You might not get as much money. So we'll renew all these. Just to see if we can get more money out of him, especially some of the big ones. Obviously, Wan-Bissaka wants to stay around. Lindelof as well. Those are the main ones we want to renew, but we'll renew all of them just to make sure. So, ladies and gentlemen, that will end an absolute long-ass, probably the longest episode yet. How long have we been streaming? 3 hours 22. Yeah, the longest episode so far of the Manchester United career mode. Next episode, we will start off Season 2, get through the pre-season, through highlights. We'll sign some new players to replace the players that will be departing. I'll take ideas, I'll take suggestions. I may not 100% sign them, but I'll absolutely take suggestions. I'll take a look at whoever you guys recommend. So if you want to put them in the Twitch chat while I'm live, if you want to put them in the YouTube comments after the video goes out, that's absolutely fine. I'll take a look at all of them. Whether they sign, like I said, don't know, but... we'll definitely take a look at everything. But that is going to wrap it up. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. If I could speak, it'd be great. And I'll see you on Tuesday for Season 2. It's going to be great.